Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hey,
Are we
welcome.
on?
We're on. Welcome to the Trailer
That must
Boys,
be why you said
everybody.
welcome.
Yeah. Welcome, Timmy, to the Zoom.
What up, what up, what up?
What up, Timmy? Welcome to Zoom, Timmy.
YouTube.
How's it going, baby?
Yoli here. 6-inch dabs.
I thought you said 6-inch dads. It's like, how'd you know,
6-inch
bro?
dads.
6-inch dads.
I mean, 6. I could get to 7.5. It's got to push the fat pouch back with the ruler.
No.
Just gotta find
No.
a small ruler.
No.
You're a bad person. Gotta find a small ruler. You're a bad person. You got my soundboard working again? Slut boy.
What's up, everybody? A Timmy episode, sick.
Oh, this is gonna be 2 in a row. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Quick.
Well, let me try and size this out a little bit different.
What's up, everybody in chat? Gooby Wood. They're saying it's somebody's birthday in there. I think maybe Grimward. Wait, you guys are gone now? Sick. Oh, okay.
Let's see. Get closer to you. Let's see. All right. This is fine.
Baked Beans just said just flew into South Dakota. Wish me luck. I don't know. Good luck. Why are you here? Hope it doesn't have anything to do with last Saturday.
Yeah. You gave your address out, and he's.
No, I didn't. But we just kept talking. Like I was just goofing around with Zach's whole bit he was doing, and then I'm like, oh, I'm giving him too many. I'm giving away too many too many. What would you say? Landmarks. You know. So. Oops.
Lobaka says, my greatest failure is that I didn't get a trailer finished that I was editing for an applicable movie that doesn't have an existent trailer I can find. Which is tough because you had a ton of time for this one.
Yeah. I mean, maybe get on it. Like, the show's gonna be over in 3 hours, so.
3? Oh, are we gonna start already?
Well, I'd say we should talk about like what based on true story, and there are every time we do have a theme, there are some hairs split.
Wait, should we go over what the show is? Even?
Yeah, go over the show.
Are we gonna talk about that? We're gonna intro the show.
Yeah, intro the show.
All right, hey, welcome to Trailer Boys. This is a show where we watch movie trailers. There's our name right there. And we don't just throw movie trailers at you. We pick trailers that are submitted by you, the fans. And you can submit your trailers to miseryloves.us, as they're at the top of the screen. And I'm actually here, so when Nate's vaping, he's vaping in my face.
I'm not used to a co-pilot, so
yeah, it's gross.
What about Jesus?
Anyway, sorry. That just made me think of something. But I really, side note, I really want to get a picture of someone walking down the beach with like them carrying Jesus, and Jesus being like very happy and like eating a cheeseburger, like just like being carried and like loving it, and the person's like kind of like,
that's a fantastic
that's
idea.
where Jesus. What about when there was one footsteps? That's when you were carrying me.
That's when I carried. You're carrying me because I had to take a Whopper break.
Because I didn't feel like walking.
Oh my God! You got to make that happen while you're out there.
Yeah. So anyways,
I like how we're trying to intro the show.
The walking in the stands reminded me of it.
Nate,
Classic.
we have
to talk about
Nate,
Classic
we have beautiful minds, and you have to respect it.
Classic us guys.
But yeah, you don't submit just any trailer. You submit trailers on a theme, and that's where we were at before. What's the theme this week? Based on a true story. True story.
True
7
stories.
minutes. Pick to live in a house.
I was right there with you.
Yeah.
Oh, man. True story. Was that Puck saying that? Maybe.
So I think it was before that. I think that was in L.A.
It was
True.
pre-Puck.
I think it was the country
You're
guy
right.
in
It was
L.A.
yes, the Texas dude. God, that was a great show.
Yeah. So got my drum machine here.
Ooh.
Is that showing up? Is that coming off in the mic?
I heard it.
No. So I have filters to anyway.
To take out my drum machine.
Yeah.
Okay, I know we need to get the back on topic, but Rex Bosworth said, "Classic Sam shifting the conversation into Jesus."
Yeah, true.
Sam really looks like a
does it all the
striking writer
time.
tonight.
He looks like what?
Oh yeah, a striking writer. I was like,
totally.
oh yeah, I do a striking writer, and then I was like, oh yeah, a writer that's on strike, not
It
like
can't work right now because assholes.
Cool. Yeah, and so we were just talking about the topic this week, which is based on a true story, and so this gets us into our sort of kind of our little debate here about what that really means.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are the inspirations for this? This is an interesting thing because this was not only inspired by one of the finalists last week. I forget what finalist it was. I just remember there was one that had this, but it was also inspired by the coming attraction last week, which was the One Love, the Bob Marley story, which they in the trailer had to say based on a true story.
And everybody was like, yeah, Bob Marley.
Yeah. They already established it was Bob Marley, and they had to be like, yeah, based on a true story.
He's a real guy.
Yeah.
He's not just a dorm room poster anymore.
Yeah.
Speaking of true stories, a coworker just texted me, said, I just saw Oppenheimer. It's got the guy from Peaky Blinders. And I was like, yep.
Did you know he's in Batman?
It's got Batman, the Joker guy that wasn't Joker.
Yeah.
Is based on true story and based on true events different things?
I don't know, because they also do inspired by true events or inspired by a true story.
Yeah. No, I think none of it really matters, you know?
It's all the same idea.
I remember once I was watching Fargo with a roommate of mine, and someone was like, oh, is Fargo the TV show? And they were like, is Fargo based on a true story? And I was like, no. And they were like, no, but the movie is. And I was like, no, it's not. And they're like, but it says it is. And I'm like, yes, but it's not. And
they
like,
did that as a joke.
And then they go, how can they say that? And it's like, they do. They just say it. That's the secret.
They just do it. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can say it and it's not true, even though you're saying it and it's on a movie screen.
And if they're surprised by the movie industry doing that, I've got this. There's a whole town that's going to blow their minds called Washington, D.C. Like, they just say stuff. They don't have to do it. It's wild.
Too edgy.
Too edgy, man. I know. I should be smoking cigarettes and have a black turtleneck on, right?
Yeah. You're real.
Guess
Dennis
what? Politicians lie. What? But yes, but yeah, I think the reason Nate asked, and it's something I've always thought too, like, is there, like, the difference between based on true story, inspired by a true story, based on true events, is there some sort of, like, not necessarily legal, but writing rule where it has to be a certain way? And you're saying probably not, it's just whatever.
I think not. I mean, you're like, it's not the FDA, you know, like where even that, it's like organic, like, what is it? Organic
Natural.
Like some of these words mean something and some of these words don't mean anything.
Natural flavors can mean just about fucking anything.
Yeah, natural, organic.
Organic has actual rules behind it, but you can't say anything's natural.
But there's all those words that are like that a lot of them are buzzwords and a lot of them actually mean something. Yeah.
So we have a show.
So that's a theme. Yeah. Hey, this is all part of the discussion, Nate. And instead of us having it at midnight when I'm tired, we're having it now, and I think that's good. But so it's all part of the theme of the show. So continue with the points, fellas, if you want to.
So after we vote on the the hosts will vote 1, 2, or 0 on these trailers, you, the audience, get to vote yes or no on the trailers. And based on how much the audience votes on it, it'll get points based on that. But it could even get more points from you guys than it does from us guys. Or it could get less points from you guys than it does from us guys. Who knows? That's the fun of it.
Or the same. What if we all like it exactly the same? Does that ever happen? I don't.
So the point system works like this: if chat gives it a yes within the 0 to 25%, that's 0 points. 25 to 50 is 1 point. 50 to 75 is 2 points. 75 to 99 is 3 points. And then right here, you can't see it. If 100% of chat votes yes and enjoys the trailer, that's 4 points. Very rare that that's happened. You want to see the leaderboard right now?
Yeah, let's see the leaderboard.
Flanja, previous champion, back on top at 64 points this season. Silent Alley, 59, very close. It's like one trailer away. The rest of the pack is pretty tight. A lot of names we've seen in there before. Butterfly Beulah, I don't think it's been up there. I don't know.
Fudgy stuff. Beulah's new,
stuff in there in a bit.
Nice.
Let's see. Abby Sally on the board. Niamix started late, but had like 2 or 3 wins in a row. So definitely crushing
Abby
it.
Sally just gets in there because she's your wife, though. Right? Didn't you guys get married?
You should not.
What?
Are you serious?
She hates me, Timmy.
Oh.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Wait, did that change?
She keeps trying to get me banned from Twitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Abby Sally, go after it.
Abby Sally,
what do you need? Abby Sally, what do you need from me?
Abby Sally, if you're younger enough than a guy, it's super easy to get them banned. Like pretty much life.
Oh my god.
Oh
man.
Okay, so that's the show.
Away Star Away says what married couple doesn't hate each other. So yeah, there's already been a number of trailers submitted, but like Sam said earlier, you go to that link right at the top of the screen there, and you can still submit now, but make sure that it's in the theme. If you have time, watch your trailer.
Yeah, you want to watch your trailer incognito mode, because the way we watch it, if it's not, whoa, we have like over 100 submissions, which is kind of a lot.
Boy.
Timmy, you want to see what won last time?
Yeah.
See if this works.
I see there's a trailer loaded that's very much interests me. Is it that one?
1994.
Oh, good.
After the oil wars, after the destruction of the cities,
a
ruthless warlord rules what's left of a radioactive world.
God damn!
His weapon, 20 tons of bulletproof armor on wheels. Battle truck.
Stop firing.
You guys let us. I mean, this is fantastic. You let a 3-minute trailer win?
I mean, we didn't let anything win. People voted.
Right, that's right. I mean, it's obviously fucking great.
I mean, it's great up into a certain point, and then it's like, okay.
My name is Colonel Stryker.
Well, like with any 3-minute trailer.
You can't come Who's in charge here?
Guys, the guy who just shot's in charge.
Truck.
Battle truck.
Also, I don't get that. Is why would you have your hands up and then also be like, "Hey, wait a minute"?
Right. But wasn't there another movie not that long ago that was very similar to this? Was it a? Remember that, Nate? I think it was me and you, or maybe it was me. No, I can't remember. It was like a big RV-looking thing.
Killdozer?
Hold out against them.
Not Killdozer.
Fight back.
Was it called Super Tank, maybe, or something like that? Wow. Oh, sick.
How do I find this hunter?
Up in the mountains somewhere.
That bad guy is clearly some actor slumming it, but I don't know who it is.
Throw this.
This one's got to have a great Blu-ray release.
Like, I feel like the trailer could be done by now.
Right. Me too. 2 minutes, be perfect. Dude, that's where you do it. The guy's going across the desert, and you just have the title come up. Battle truck coming this July. Then you're done. You don't need all this stuff. Don't show us too much.
A fun note we made last time when we watched this is that, like, it's interesting because the movie's not named after the good guy. It's not named after the protagonist. It's named after...
Oh, the battle truck is the bad guys. Yeah.
The bad guys.
Wow.
And Zach made the comment that's like, or was it you made the comment that's like, if you were to call Star Wars Death Star, and I was like, that would be a fucking dope movie.
Yeah, it'd be a better time.
Zach was there last week, or no, we didn't do it last week.
No, yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Okay. Hey, SD Pride 08 is there. What up, D? How you doing?
It's over, old man. Not yet, kid.
Is that actor the guy from Warriors?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the main guy
Of
from
the near
Warriors.
future.
So yeah, that was Battle Truck. Battle Truck. You sunk my Battle Truck.
Which is only available on a double feature DVD with the movie Death Sport, which I've also wanted to see and looks pretty much exactly like this. But no Blu-ray. You'd think that'd be one that people are like, oh yeah, let's do a kick-ass Blu-ray, with new interviews and stuff. But
Whatever happened to that guy from Warriors?
I
This
don't
is like
know.
the only other movie I've heard of him being in.
Yeah.
Killed in
Or
the Battle
this
Truck.
and I think he was also in another movie that seems like this. What's that movie? The one with the guy from Spin City that played the mayor. That was like the inspiration for Team America. It's one where they were on like crazy motorcycles and stuff. Yeah, Bosworth, Bruce Bosworth, Barry Bosworth,
Barry Bostwick.
Barry
Barry
Bosworth.
Bostwick? Okay.
Barry Bostwick, that was it. Yeah, Barry Bostwick.
All right, cool.
He was in this movie in like 1979. Megaforce, yeah.
Okay, so I'm
I think
looking
the
at...
guy from
Yes.
Warriors was in Megaforce also.
I'm looking him up. It's Michael Beck is that guy's name, and Megaforce was right after Battle Truck. Wow, that was a great year for him, huh? Battle Truck and Megaforce. But then he didn't do it. He did a couple more movies in the 80s, and then 2 things in the 90s, and then has appeared in a couple things in like 2015. He did a lot of TV, and
He was Brad from Rocky Horror.
you know what he does a lot too? He records a lot of
No,
he's
we're not talking about Barry Bostwick. We're talking about
right. We're talking about
the guy
Michael
from
Beck.
Warriors.
Nate, Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyways, Sam and Nate.
Sorry, everyone.
Sam and Nate, 10 minutes from now when you catch up, check this out. So the guy from the Warriors, one of his main jobs right now is he records all of John Grisham's audiobooks.
Oh, I have to mention something.
Yes.
So I've been, slowly like to, like whenever I have a book, I've Heat 2. I've been reading that.
Oh, yeah,
I've been,
yeah.
like kind of reading it for a while, but it's kind of like popcorny, so I can just kind of put it down and pick it up.
Sure.
And I've been traveling lately, so I was like, oh, I'll get the audiobook, so when I'm on the plane or when I'm driving, I can put it on. It has the best narration. Because,
Really?
most of the time someone reads a book and they're like, hey, this is, The Tale of Two Cities, read by Rex Crandall. It was the worst, the best of times. It was the worst of times. And this is Heat 2, written by Michael Mann. And so most of the lines are like, these guys got out in a gun and a hail of blood and guts and like such a grizzled voice reading everything. And then it gets to the point where it's like, and then Detective Hannah steps out of his car and says, "What do we got here?" And he does like a dead on like Al Pacino. He's like, "What do we think this is?" And it's like, I would much rather listen to this guy narrate Heat 2 than eventually watch some de-aged Al Pacino in whatever Heat 2 Michael Mann makes.
God, I hope they don't do that.
So you got to check out the Heat 2 audiobook. It's fantastic.
I will.
Grimwood didn't like it.
That's great. So, we're about to start the... Oh, sorry.
Wait, Grimward, you didn't like the narration?
Yeah, I said he was overdoing it.
No, but that's why it's fun.
Right, and it's Al Pacino. And Michael Mann. It's all heightened reality. You can't overdo that shit.
But you know they're going to do de-aging too, though, because it's like...
You think they are going to seriously make this movie, Sam?
Yeah, I think they're already in production of it. But also, like, the thing about it is that it's simultaneously a prequel and a sequel. Like, it's one of those things where it starts out immediately after the other thing took place.
Any coming attractions?
Yeah.
So, Sam's got a few coming attractions. I'll do a segment at some point, too. But we'll be watching the trailers pretty quick here. We're trying to speed up how we normally do it. Right now, it's probably going okay.
Should.
What?
Should I email it to you?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
You guys are right next to each other. That's right.
No.
SD Pride says the working title for Heat 2 is Heat 2 Back in the Habit. That'd be great. Ganja John says Adam Driver is going to be in it. Is that true? And is that Ganja John?
Traveling the world, perfecting my craft.
Sorry.
You see, I'm something of a magician, inventor, and chocolate maker. So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
Mr. Wonka, I can see you're a man of great ingenuity. What are you doing?
I'm making chocolate, of course. How do you like it? Dark, white, nutty, absolutely insane.
Many people have come here to sell chocolate. They've all been crushed by the chocolate cartel. You can't get a shop without selling chocolate, and you can't sell chocolate without a shop.
No daydreaming.
What are we gonna do, Willy?
Huh?
A double huh?
Do you have a pencil and paper?
Uh-huh.
I got an idea. I know things haven't been easy for you. They're gonna get better.
You promise?
I pinky promise. That's the most solemn vow there is.
Where do we start?
A good chocolate chip is simple.
Where's this? It's just weird.
What's happening? Who wants a chocolate that makes you fly?
Let's find out, shall we? Who's for a Hummerchuck?
Nothing to see here. Just a small group of people defying the laws of gravity.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Gallery Gourmet, my name is Willy Wonka.
He's good. Too good.
Pretty sure I've gained about 150 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
You could change her life, Mr. Wonka. Change all their lives.
Run away!
Every good thing in this world started with a dream. So you hold on to yours.
Here we go, Mama.
Mark my words, this is gonna be the greatest chocolate shop the world has ever seen. So you're the funny little man who's been following me.
I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa what now?
Allow me to refresh your memory.
Oh, I don't think I want to hear that.
Too late. I've started dancing now. Once we've started, we can't stop.
I like the Oompa Loompa part.
Yeah, I like, Hugh Grant looks good.
Well, plus, like in the books, how he got the Oompa Loompas would not fly in a movie now. So,
yeah,
which he went to an island and took them, basically, but or tricked them or something. But anyways, that's a funny way to do it. Huh?
Who are you waving to?
Who? I'm not looking at us.
Mom.
What's happening? Oh.
I can't even see her.
Okay.
All right. I don't know why she sees us doing a show. She's like,
it's like at my mom's house. If we're watching a movie, that's when she comes and asks us about everything.
Thanks for being my mom and giving birth to me. Remember
Love
me.
you, Kevin.
No one that likes you.
I like you more than either one of them. Maybe.
It's probably true.
I think we've made enough movies. I think we've done too many movies.
That's one of those movies that makes you think exactly. It's like, should we keep doing this?
No. We've made too many movies.
We're done.
The writer's strike is probably a good
I like
start.
Timothy Chalamet's,
It's a good start.
Yeah.
You think people are like writing too much?
Yeah, there's too much. There should be
a good start
a production strike.
A good start is what I said when that submarine imploded. Anyways.
There we go, Timmy.
Yeah. Fuck 'em, right?
Got $1 billion.
Are you guys still making a movie? And if so, can I donate directly instead of through Twitch?
Oh, there's so many yeses. Can they donate directly though? Okay.
They have to do it through PayPal. And I think that link is on whitestkids.com.
Might be right below here somewhere in the bio as well. It used to be, at least. Whitest Kids Plus, WKUK Plus.
Yeah, which is whitestkids.com.
Okay. Cool.
Lydia Petrie says Nate's
to
making a movie? Yes, Nate's making
and,
a movie.
the movie is very close to being done, but you're still, like, raising money. Like, the money's still...
Yes, there's still money to be spent on it.
People have slowed down because they think the movie is done, so they stopped, but there's always... more stuff, so
yeah, it's an annoying process. It's like, money pit,
Yeah,
it's like owning a boat.
Yeah. There's always something that someone's like, all right, yeah, I did the thing you paid me for. And you're like, well, is this thing finished on it? No, you got to pay more for that thing.
Yeah, and there's doc fees will get you
man
too.
Yeah.
All right, do you have another one? We want to get into the show.
Let's just get in the show, because there wasn't really a lot of good ones. Nothing really.
There was a teaser trailer, but it wasn't really enough to be like, ooh. So
someday, hopefully soon, I read about a movie being it's done shooting, but they don't have a release date yet. John Woo is directing his first American film since something in 2003, Wind Talkers maybe, and it's called Silent Nights. Not a Christmas movie. It's a movie that is an action movie with zero dialogue. And yeah. And so hopefully a trailer comes out for that soon, because that sounds ridiculous.
Can you tell us what the movie is about? Mars, right?
It's about Mars, yeah.
It's about Mars. The candy company or the planet? We don't know.
Timmy?
What? Do you sort by name? Can you sort by name, please?
Yeah, I'll sort by name. You may want to take a look at your exposure and just do like you were saying.
Oh, is it happening?
It's happening.
Okay. It's happening. Tell Ron Paul.
The teaser trailer. The teaser trailer I saw was for Godzilla vs. Kong 2.
Wait, they're doing that?
Yeah, but there wasn't enough to it to make it watch. I don't know. I really liked it. We watched all the trailers.
I liked it too, but you like the first movie? You like the
seems
trailer?
to be broken. Let's see if the KUK.
I might just turn on my light, because I don't have off the cuff. If I got some tripods and stuff set up, but for next time I will. But other wise, I don't have a way to set this light up.
Which one?
Without shining in my eyes, and you're not listening to me
link.
anyways.
This one here?
No. The thing that you just opened up.
Poopy, McGoopy.
That thing, yeah. Who? Let's go.
This goes through Streamlabs. This is the tip system through Streamlabs.
Yeah, I think that's working.
The Streamlabs tip system works?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that works.
But maybe not PayPal. I don't see a PayPal link. PayPal.
No. Yeah.
All right, back to the show. PayPal link is what's working on it. Timmy.
Yes.
You want to do your
What is happening?
Your stash?
I don't know.
Oh, can we not start trailers yet?
We can. I'm out of drink.
Well, how about I do that at the inevitable break? Or what are you doing? Do you have to go somewhere? What's happening?
No. We can go. Did you pick a trailer?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, let's do it.
Okay,
People stop donating to our broken PayPal link. It's weird. It's a good joke.
Well,
I didn't say it. No, somebody else.
No. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, we ready? This is a I'll say that afterwards. Okay. Anyways, here's a trailer.
I think it's so important to begin with a bang, don't you?
One day, I realized I didn't want to have to get up in the morning and go to work. I'm Michael Allen.
King of the club kids.
I want you to teach me how to be fabulous.
Don't dream it, be it.
Fabulous! So it should come as no surprise that I ended up in New York City. I wanted to create my own world. One big party. You need me to promote this place.
We'll see.
You won't regret this.
You've gone too far with the drugs.
They're the feds, and they're watching around the clock.
So you're just paranoid.
Michael, where's my money?
Anything or anyone missing?
Angel. You should just turn yourself in.
I'm getting away with murder, and you're just jealous.
How do you do to support yourself?
He's a drug dealer. Don't you want to know how I got rid of the cop?
Okay, Mr. Psycho Killer. I'll play along. You're gonna have to pay for all of this.
Because of me, people know who you are. I've decided to make you my first superstar.
Marilyn Manson's in that, huh?
Yep.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Sam, did we watch this together at me and Trevor's old place in Williamsburg? I know I watched it there with some. Okay. Wow.
I've never seen the whole thing of that, or I've never seen.
I don't really remember much.
Scene.
I can tell you that trailer made me tired a little bit. It was
Really?
very high energy, right?
Yeah.
I buy Macaulay Culkin more as a twink than I do Seth Green. You know?
Yes, 100%. Well, also Macaulay Culkin's a way better actor, right? I mean,
yeah.
I think this was his first, post. I think this was like his first adult role too. After everyone was like, "Oh, it's the Home Alone kid." I think this was like the first thing he really got known for doing.
He quit and got weird, and I think he got married a couple times, and then eventually came around to doing that.
Michael Ealig is out of prison now, huh?
Oh wow! Party Mustard 2. Give him a cameo. Didn't Scorsese give that guy a cameo in Wolf of Wall Street? Anyways.
Is he throwing parties?
He's got to be old.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'd give it a 1. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. Something about it kind of felt a little annoying. Like, okay, we get it. You know what I mean?
He's annoying, yeah. And
yeah, I mean, it's annoying. It's an annoying person, and he's playing an annoying person. No, it's not that. I don't care about that. It was just so like, you know.
I loved it. I mean, I've seen the trailer before, and this was a much different trailer. This was a much better trailer than I had seen previously. So I liked it. I liked it. Even had like the scenes from like, what was it? Was it Geraldo Mori?
Yeah, Sally Jesse Raphael or Geraldo or something.
Yeah, it was. They definitely had that in the trailer, so I really enjoyed it. So I'm giving that 2 points.
1 for me. Sam
was it Morton Downey Jr.? Was that it?
What?
The talk show that Michael Eric was on?
No.
Grimwood says I'm waiting for a Morton Downey Jr. biopic. That was Robert Downey's dad, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he had a talk show that was very similar to Geraldo.
Wait. Robert Downey Jr.'s dad is Morton Downey Jr.?
No, wait. I thought he was related to Morton Downey, though. Okay, I'm thinking of somebody else. Let's just forget all of that because I don't have the energy to defend.
Yeah, it might have been Jenny Jones.
Wrong. No, Morton Downey Jr. was a guy.
Yeah,
I know, but it was clearly a dumb thing I said that's not right. And I don't want to talk about it. We'll just say it's dumb and move on. Like I said, I'm like, wait, that's fucking stupid. Of course that's not true, Timmy. So
spray it all over my chest and hair.
Yeah. Anyways, so Sam, what'd you get that for points?
I'm on the line between 1 and 2. I do think I did like Macaulay Culkin in the trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't like Seth Green in the trailer.
Really? I thought Seth Green was really good.
Nah, it wasn't. It's wrong. Yeah, so 1 point.
Okay.
So that's 3 from us. How much from Chot? They're kind of a little bit split.
Did you
there,
say
but 2
you're not
points.
giving it? Oh yeah, you're giving it 1 point, Timmy.
And I'm giving it 1. Sam's giving it 1. You're giving it 2. So it's 3 from us, 2 from chat. So 5 points to first time submitter, not my bussy.
There you go.
All right, and that is how it works, gang.
Yeah.
Because I know we got some raiders and stuff, and we have a whole shit ton of submissions tonight. So, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. Speaking of raiders, I just want to give a shout out to Fudgy Stuff gifting a sub to Baby Babar. Away Stork Away rated us early. Then World's Worst Boy resubbed and said, "I'm here, but I'm super sick, so I'll be listening and hope you get around to my pick." So World's Worst Boy, we won't be checking your pick because you specifically asked us to, but I hope you feel better. Circus Peanut resubscribed. The Geeky Chica resubscribed. Low Baka gifted a tier 1 sub. Tranelius has resubscribed. Woohoo! 8 months. Pop-Tart resubscribed, said, "Happy Sunday, boys. I love you all, especially Nate."
Oh, they're wrong.
Zach Touchdown gifted a tier 1 sub to Polygon Leon. Sherbot rated. Micro Migas resubscribed. Speed Punk has resubscribed, said, "What's up, Tommy, Sam, and Nart?"
Thank you. And Sherbot donated $20 and said, "Thank you for being silly little guys." I'll take
silly
that.
Little plays.
Those guys are little, but I guess they're little right now. Like depending on the size of your screen. I mean, I assume a lot of people watch this on like home theater setups, right? So you can get the full experience. Yeah. Just like a Mission Impossible film. There's no reason to even watch it on TV.
You want to pick one?
You pick one.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you got one?
I do, Timothy.
I'm so excited for you, brah.
I want Sam's attention for this.
Okay.
You're a bad person.
Oops.
I like how they don't even have enough shots of him walking around with holding his arm.
And back at the same fucking house. Isn't it?
Share.
Your
Maybe
guess
not.
is as good as mine.
Luckily, how many people are left around here?
About 4. Nobody leaves Hillside.
He's got a huge price on his head.
No one's getting the drop on him.
I don't want to shoot you, not until I get a better idea of who you are.
I'm pretty fast. Before you blink, I have 2 new bullet holes for you to look at.
You know, it's true that they didn't have shirts back in the old West.
Yeah, without batting an eyelash.
And they're all
walking in this town-sized dump was a mistake.
A lot of things around here strike me as odd.
In 3 months.
A lot of things are trying to strike his eyes.
Nobody gets to drop a no Billy the Kid.
Just won't hurt a bit.
No. Vampires? My God, is that a newer one?
Yo.
Wow.
Can I kick that off?
Yeah,
what if I said? Oh, go
Let me
ahead.
kick that off. I'm giving it 2 points because there wasn't a shirt in that whole goddamn thing. There wasn't one goddamn shirt. There's only vests. The closest thing to a shirt was a woman had a dress on.
Right, that's it.
That's how you twink. Thank you, Flange.
Right. What if I just said about this one too, like, it just made me tired, and I was like, okay, we get it. Then you guys would be like, wait a minute. No, that was fantastic. I mean, it
just made me tired. I was excited for about a minute of it, and then I got tired for some reason.
Got really tired,
and now I have to clean my hand.
Yeah, a little sticky. God damn it. Yeah, 2 points for me. First of all, I really hope the actual whole film is sepia toned. Like, that's brilliant, right?
Yeah.
And it's clearly, I mean, any historical context goes out right away, but it is, it's based on Billy the Kid. But when the long-haired guy became a vampire, I was like, beautiful.
Yeah,
and it's not like David Dakota doesn't know what he's doing. Like, he knows what he's doing, but it's still like amazing.
Yeah. We don't have enough story here for my movie.
We don't have enough story here from the life of a very famous, exciting personality.
Yeah, we need to introduce Native American vampires.
But you know what? I mean, that's what we made that sketch about.
Honestly, like when I was watching it, I was like, I really want to see how they work in the mansion that all the movies take place in into this movie, but they didn't use it, so that's what I was looking for.
What wasn't some of that the mansion though? It kind of looked like it in a few shots, but I wasn't sure.
I don't know.
First of all, I bet David Dakota would be so happy to see 3 people being like, "Was that the mansion?" I don't know, it kind of looked like it, but I'm not sure. Like, he'd be so happy to know that the mansion is famous, right, with us.
Yeah, I think it's his house that he lives in.
Right. Because if I met him, it'd be, I mean, like meeting Scorsese or something. In fact, even more exciting.
He probably, not only does he probably like save money on productions, he probably uses the mansion as a way to siphon money out of the budget into his own bank.
Yeah.
Like
paying the mortgage and stuff.
He still pays, he still has he sets aside, he launders money through the mansion being in the budget, I bet.
But it also, I don't want to presume too much, but I think it just seems to me like he also can use the mansion as housing for his actors.
Housing in the basement.
No, maybe. Definitely in some of the bedrooms.
Housing, as in he's going to house
few
buttholes.
Anyways, so that's 5 from us, right? I mean, shit.
I'm giving it 1 because the mansion wasn't in it.
Oh, okay. God damn it, Nate. No, you know what? It is. He's right. That's a fair criticism.
He's voting his heart. That's fair.
I just wanted to see something. No, I'm just kidding. I you know what? If it was a straight Billy the Kid story and there was no mansion in it, I was like really hoping how ridiculous it would be just to have
there was
this
a vampire
like
at the
modern
end.
mansion. So I was upset that wasn't there, but the ridiculousness was supplanted by a Native American vampire. So that shifts me back. It was a very tumultuous process for me, but I'm going
It's an
back
emotional
to
roller coaster for you.
Yeah. So I'm going back to 2 points. So that's 2 points across the board for us. That brings it to 5. Chat is at
2.
A 2-point thing. Wow, it was a close one for chat. So 5, 6, 7 points going to Tish and Phipps.
That's a good name.
Tish and Phipps. Now,
have they submitted before?
I think so. I do recognize the name, but I do think it is, a newer.
Okay.
Just want to say a number?
Yeah. I saw before everything was kind of. Give me 1 second.
Dark Bastard said, "This is already a fantastic episode of Trailer Boys."
Well, thank you.
I will make you regret that.
Well, I'm not drinking, so
the mansion
the
isn't
ending will be
period
better.
accurate, and neither are shirts. Well, that's why I wanted to see it, because it wasn't period accurate. I wanted to see them be like, it's a time machine. Like I wanted to see how.
But that's what David Dakota does, man. He shucks when you think he's gonna jive. You know what I mean? He like you can't fucking. He's like, yeah. Look, I'm gonna appear more period accurate with no mansion in it, and then vampire them right in the back when they don't see it coming. You know.
Well, the Void Primate says the mansion was built on a Native American shirtless vampire burial ground. And now it goes all poltergeist on any man wearing a shirt. He's a jazz director. Shout out to Grimward for gifting 5 subs, and Muncher for resubscribing, and the Luke Man for rating the channel. Thank you. We've had 3 raids tonight.
68. Oh, 3 raids. Cool. A raid? We need to get that as a
that's a great thing.
Oh, you do have it?
That's on my channel, yeah. Raid!
Oh, Sam, that's where we're going, huh? I heard the number you said.
This one here?
68.
This one here? Right here?
Yes.
Oh, boy. This one is based on a true story, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like, again, I love this.
That's the theme. Yeah. Sorry, what?
We'll see it. We'll see it. We'll find out.
I love how you can use this, how people use this phrase.
I don't think I can do this job, Tim. As soon as I lay down, all I see are those kids' faces.
Is that Jim Caviezel's?
How long have you been doing this?
He played Jesus one time.
How do you do it?
No, he's definitely into this.
It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's gonna pass the drug trade.
Señor Timoteo, tú rescatas niños, ¿verdad? Quizá puedas ayudarme a encontrar a mi hermana.
Oh, it's a powerful true story.
Into her room right now, seeing an empty bed. What will we do?
We're Homeland Security. You know we can't go off rescuing kids in Colombia.
This
Doesn't sound like a
tears you to pieces. This is my one chance to put those pieces back together.
It sounds like it was going to be like a cover of Wicked Games.
Yeah. Which would be a very weird choice.
There's kids hanging out at a bar?
She could be a block down the road, or she
How'd
could
they
be
get
in
here?
Moscow, Bangkok, LA.
Over 2 million children a year are being sucked into the deepest recesses of hell. If we do nothing, someday it's gonna reach the likes of you. What if this was your daughter?
Wherever I go, I find my way home.
If you would like to help us expose the horrible reality of human trafficking by bringing this true powerful story to the big screen, express interest now at angel.com/freedom.
Oh,
So that's before it came out. Whoa. All right. That must be why that person said choose this one instead of the other version. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I like how they're like, hey, if you want to stop little kids from getting raped, go see our movie.
Yeah, they're still doing that.
Yeah.
It's like I know
you
people
got
are
a
like,
choice.
well, Mel Gibson put out a video saying you should watch it. I do anything Mel Gibson says to do, and I was like, what? Have you heard all the things that Mel Gibson says you should do?
Yeah.
Because some of them you should not repeat. But yeah,
Right, you got a choice.
Yeah.
You either go find a child and you rape them right now, or you go see our movie.
But yeah, that is not far off. I mean, I've heard they're like that there's people who are fans of this movie or whatever, because obviously it's appealing to certain kinds of people, and they're the same kinds of people who, like, for instance, are going after folks who wrote bad reviews of this movie and like starting a whole, trans panic about them like they do to people, or pedo stuff and all that, Where is Nate?
Away Storkaway said, 1, the trailer wasn't kid diddly enough.
Jesus. There's Nate. I mean, as a trailer, I you know what? I thought it was a good trailer, and that last part is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm going to give it 2 points. You can call me slut boy if you want.
It was like if you close your eyes, like if you're like, okay, like I'm gonna like ignore everything I know about like what this is. Like it's like kind of like,
Yes.
I want to see this movie.
Yeah. Well, it's like we always say that for everything, and even when it's something that very much is in the news right now and very much is fueled by a lot of shit we hate, it's still, I'm trying to not do that. You know what I mean? Just judge it as a trailer, and I liked it.
Okay.
What?
All right, so you're giving it 2 points?
Yeah.
All right. Nate, what are you giving it?
I liked blonde Jim Caviezel. I'm giving it 0 points.
All right, 0 points, yeah. I think it's fucked up what they're doing, so I'm giving it 0 points. So Timmy supports it, 2 points. We're against it, 0 points.
Did you fly to Cape Cod just to write that bit with Nate, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Chad give it? I hit the button too quick.
The budget on that joke.
I have no idea what Chad gave it.
Chad, I hit the button accidentally. What did you guys vote on it?
I mean, if I was just judging the trailer, I would give it 2 points. So I did, because that's what we're supposed to do. But now that I've said I'll give it 2 points, I can also say that that movie looks racist as fuck. It looks like the beginning of Rambo Last Blood. And while human trafficking is a real problem, and it looks like they're at least admitting that it's happening to brown kids more than anybody else, it still looks like they're going to have like cartoonishly evil foreigners as the bad guys, and fuck them, But as a trailer, it's 2 points.
So, yeah, I'll give it 2 points. I'll give it 2 points as.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I know you're kidding.
Why?
But
because I thought it was a good trailer. Like if you like did not know anything about the movie, if that movie wasn't based on a true story and it was starring Denzel Washington, I'd be like, oh, that movie looks dope.
Yeah. Oh, is that Equalizer 3?
Yeah. Is he Man on Fire again?
Man's still on fire. 2 points from the slut boy.
Even
That's
more
right.
on fire.
Okay, so that's 2 points from the two of you, so that's 3 points, and then chat gave it, I think, 1 point. So that's 4 points going to Mythic.
All right.
All right, Tim, you're up next.
Are you ready? I got it.
Yes.
Samuel P. Fuller, age 24. Linda Mae Jenkins, age 19. Brutally attacked March 3rd, 1946. Howard W. Turner, 29. Emma Lou Cook, 17. Bodies discovered in a wooded area on March 24th. Roy Allen, 17. Peggy Loomis, 15. Both found dead April 14th in Spring Lake Park. Floyd Reed, age 34. Murdered in his home on May 3rd. Mrs. Reed shot twice, but survived. This man's identity is unknown. He was believed to be between 30 and 40 years old. He wore a white hood, and was known only as the Phantom Killer.
Is this based on the Zodiac?
Had just ended.
Nope.
In Texarkana, Arkansas, boys had come home to their families. Husbands reunited with their wives. It was a happy, peaceful time. Until the Phantom Killer struck. For 4 months, he held an entire city in the icy grip of terror. Now, Charles B. Pierce brings this incredible, shocking, and true story to the screen in The Town That Dreaded Sundown, starring Academy Award winner Ben Johnson as Captain J.D. Morales of the Texas Rangers.
We got a cold-blooded killer here. A man who nobody sees. A phantom who, so far, hasn't made any mistakes.
Andrew Prine as Deputy Norman Ramsey of the Texarkana Sheriff's Department.
This was a remake too?
Do know is that we've got a very strange person.
This has been remade. This is not the remake.
Yeah. When was the remake from?
After this movie? 2014. All right.
Fuck yeah.
The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
76.
True story.
76.
Oh my God, you guys. Okay, 76. It's based on something from 1946, which is why it was not Zodiac, because that was before that. But I was just looking this up.
1946 is 30 years before 76?
Yes. What, did I say that?
No. I was just clarifying.
Well, because I was talking about, because Nate asked Zodiac, and that was in the 60s.
The only reason I asked, because
the mask.
Yeah, the mask. And I think for me, just going into like what I'm giving it points, I love I would say creature design really, but I'm talking about the wider thing of what creature design is. But as far as scary shit, like this simple, dirty, just like hood with fucking rough holes ripped in it, scary shit, fucking perfect. I think it looks cool as shit. I love the intro of the trailer when you're giving the people's names, their ages, and when they were murdered, and it just goes into it. And it's the tone is perfect, the pacing is perfect. Love this trailer. 2 points.
Yeah,
also something to think about too, with the mask that goes. Another famous masked movie series was probably influenced by this.
Because that's exactly what it looks like in 2.
Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say The Mask with Jim Carrey. I was like, I don't see it at all.
Well, yeah, it's like he's a murderer, and at one point he looks in the camera, somebody stop me!
Yeah.
We're trying to get that to be Wally's first phrase.
Oh.
Well, if he doesn't do it, you can at least get him to say smoking.
Yeah.
If you already voted on this, the poll wasn't up, so now you got to vote now, okay? The poll's up now, okay? You guys are
delayed. The poll's up now. I'm giving it 2 points because I liked the way it was laid out. It got a different style to it. It was kind of documentary-ish at the beginning, and then it's kind of got some slasher shit happening in the trailer. That's not exactly what this guy did, but pretty, close. And I think they never caught him. A book in 2014, which is why they probably remade the movie then.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
That the prime who figured out who the prime suspect was. Wow.
It's so crazy that that in crimes older than 1990, if they didn't catch you at the time, you got away with it.
Yeah. Fucking DB. I was gonna say DB Sweeney.
Yeah, DB Sweeney. He got away.
DB Sweeney's still at large. That motherfucker.
Fire in the Sky. He got away with that one too.
Yeah.
DB Cooper.
I think DB Cooper is great.
Oh yeah, well yeah, and that guy. It's likely he biffed it, but they don't know. They just found money. All they found so far is money in a river somewhere, right?
They assume, yeah.
Right. Okay.
We'll never know who killed Charles Rocket. Yeah, interesting.
Didn't he kill himself?
I mean.
I think
that's what the story is, but it was a pretty crazy, self-inflicted one slash across the neck in his front yard.
Oh.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, pretty gruesome. Yeah, and they're he stabbed himself to death, and it's
Well, do you think? I mean, Elliot Smith stabbed himself in the heart twice.
Yeah.
But he's like so much more emo than Charles Rocket, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, so would you say 2
Group
points?
Report
as well?
says this also has a David Dakota film. I'd watch that.
Oh my god! Does it
Yo,
really?
so Jack gave it 3. No, of course not.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's
be
called
amazing
The
if it
Town that Embraced Sundown.
The town that dreaded shirts.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, 3 from chat. Nate, what'd you give it to? Yeah, you gave it 2. So it's 5 from us.
Yeah, I gave it 2. I would give it I would give this bonus points too. Like,
Paul Walker's brother said Jason Aldean Town. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that happens in a small town.
Yeah, dude, we've got 3 of those guys running around still, pitchforks and sacks on their face. They're just
chat,
scamps.
there were a bunch of people in
3.
chat. There were 3 people in chat that didn't like this. Solar Zensei, which is ridiculous. Let's see. Anthony Podkins
Shameless.
didn't like this. That's
Shameless.
ridiculous. Resident Stevel. Resident Stevel always. Resident Stevel's never voted 2 on anything.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I could see someone voting too. This I'd seen before, but a long time ago. So maybe that's
what?
It's that's 3. That's 3 plus.
And we give it 5, right? So that's 8 for Die at Aubrey Plaza.
Hey, happy birthday, Diet Aubrey Plaza. Diet
It's your birthday too. All right.
Didn't get to see the show last weekend because we didn't do one, but also it was because it was their birthday. That was a Timmy pick.
Which means it's your turn, baby.
Got it, baby.
So the real story, it's based on the Texarkana Moonlight Murders. It's a great name.
That is a great name. Some murders have great. I mean,
why isn't
also,
this movie called that?
I will point out too. What was the Golden State Killer? I think they rebranded the Golden State Killer because I think initially it was called like the Bay Area Rapist.
Yes, the Bay Area Rapist. Yeah. But then it turned out, I mean,
Yeah, but they were like, we need to rebrand to like increase the visibility so people know what the threat this is and stuff. So
yeah, people were like in like, like Barstow and like, he's not going to get us.
Yeah, I'm a dude. That shit was crazy. I didn't read that book, but I did listen to the episode of
My Favorite Murder.
My Favorite Murder, yes.
Here you go, man. East Area Rapist is what they called him.
East Area Rapist. But then he is the Golden State Killer, right?
Yeah.
And I always think of Golden State Killer, I'm like, I always just immediately go to Golden State Warriors. And I'm like, yeah, they keep winning all the... Oh, wait, no, that's not...
That's something else. But so he was doing
Steph
that because there were
Curry, the
burglaries.
Golden State Killer.
He basically started breaking into people's houses because it gave him jollies. Then he started breaking, and then he started stealing stuff. Then he started raping people when he went in, and then he started killing people. But it started just because he wanted to break into houses.
And he was like an ex-cop, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I wish though, like there was, I mean, I know this is a serious thing we're joking around, but I wish it was like, he was breaking into places, stealing stuff, then raping, then murdering. I wish there was like a point in the middle. Then he was like just taking baths. Like his intensity went down a little bit. Then he would like swim in pools. Then he would make a sandwich,
Yeah, he just eat their food.
Yeah.
I don't think they clock that. I don't think they go like, oh, he like slowed down for.
Yeah,
I think they just said
that.
like, all right, we haven't heard much from him in a while.
Right. He broke into some
like,
houses, and then he committed some really horrible assaults, and then he killed somebody, and then there's 6 months where we think he was just eating their cereal.
Yeah,
he was just doing upper decks for a while. Like he was the raping was. He was like, I need to go to the next
the saran
level.
wrap over the piss bowl.
He was just shitting in people's toilet tanks, and he's like, I'm not getting as much adrenaline off of this.
There's some chief somewhere who's like, guys, we don't need to keep track of that.
And there's like some reporter being like, no, it all connects.
Yeah.
And then when the murders happened later, the dude who had the cereal theory was like, should have listened to me.
There was cereal at every one of these murder scenes.
He's following the Fruit Loops, man.
The way they caught him was like 23andMe.
They never said the name of the company.
Yeah,
because
but
I think the company would get destroyed. But it was definitely a DNA company.
It was a relative of his did one of those things, and
oh wow,
they were like, "Hey, guess what? Your ancestor is the Golden State Killer."
And they had Maury Povich come out and tell her, "And your uncle is the killer."
And well, that was the weird thing.
He hands her a manila folder, like, open it up.
It was a thing where they had to they filled out the like family tree online for them, and the person had to see it online and go, "We should tell someone about this."
Right? Yeah.
Like the company didn't realize that they should tell someone.
Away Struck Away says the BTK killer did the serial thing.
Huh. So why don't they call him the BTK EC killer? Find, torture, kill, eat cereal.
It's weird the Korean boy band named themselves after that.
Yeah.
And their music is so like light and like dancey, but they're like really true crime junkies.
Yeah. It doesn't really
Bundy.
evoke like, hey, guess what? Our music it's find, torture, kill. Yeah.
Anyways.
If you're not a fan, you're like, this is heavy on the T.
Ganja John says BTK killer got caught from a floppy disk.
Yeah, he messaged the police and was like, "You can't track me based on my computer disk, right?" And they're like, "No, we can't." He's like, "Okay, cool. I'm going to send this into you." And they're like, "Got ya." That's exactly like he asked them. He trusted the cops.
Which just goes to show.
Yeah. I need to get this on your face.
Oh my god.
Is that blinding you? I'm sorry.
I mean, both the BTK killer and the Golden State, killer don't trust the cops.
Right. So whose turn is it?
It's mine. I'm ready. And I feel like just, we're joking around with some bummer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We get it. It's probably going to be a full night of bummer stuff. Yeah. Nobody's making
stories.
Nobody's making feel-good true story movies.
Yeah, they don't
anymore.
make true stories like this guy grew up with both of his parents in a nice idyllic town, and he graduated high school, went to college, got a degree, owned his own business for 60 years. In that time, also met a nice woman, got married, had a bunch of kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. Then he passed away in his sleep when he was 85.
End of story.
There are happy true stories.
I'm sure there are, but with our crowd and what we do and the movies, and just the amount of movies in the list, I think we're going on to another bummer here. So
all of our fans are depressed people, so they're not going to submit happy stuff.
Here you go, Timmy. I got one for you.
I bet you do. I've always wanted to see this.
Oh, you've never seen this?
I've never seen this movie, no.
That guy from the band you like is in this.
You're gonna have to narrow it down a little bit. Oh, 30 Odd Foot of Grunts?
Yeah, your favorite band, 30 Odd Foot of Grunts.
We came to wreck everything.
Did I get the band name right? I did get that band name right, didn't
Let me tell you something. I want you to listen to me, okay? This is not your country.
It's about war, isn't it?
God sent us.
Oof. It's a good trailer, though.
It's actually a really good movie.
It looks great. That's the kind of movie that if they made now, people be like, oh my God. It's like, yo, hold on. They're not saying Nazis are good.
No, yeah. It's
people be mad that they're not saying that. So, I guess you couldn't make it either way.
The score, they had a little teaser in there in the trailer, like the boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's the score in the movie is very good. Like, it's better than it should be. You're like, there's no way. But I think it's Russell Crowe's like first. It's a very, very early Russell Crowe movie.
Yeah, I think it is his first movie.
And he quit being a Nazi to get into acting after this movie. He was like, I think I can do this. But yeah,
oh man,
it's a good movie. The trailer doesn't. The trailer is like, you know, it's a trailer. It's trying to get you to watch it, but it's like, here's this bad stuff. It's a movie about these Nazi skinheads, but there's a lot, you know. There is a path to it in the movie, obviously, that you don't really get in the trailer. So
it is funny how you can go like, hey, who's that guy? He's like a really big actor, like really big, like leading man type. He did that like really racist thing, and you could either say he's Australian, you could either say Mel Gibson or Russell Crowe. You know, like
did Russell Crowe do something racist?
Romper Stomper.
Oh, you're talking about the movie, yeah.
Yeah. You could either be talking about the like movie
an Australian
Romper
actor
Stomper,
that's racist,
or
or just Mel Gibson existing.
Yeah.
Also, I also did not really know that there was. I mean, I didn't know at all that there was like this big like racial movement against Asian people in Australia. You know, it was completely new to me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but that's pretty much what it is in the movie. I mean, that's what they're, you know, like Asian people.
Abby Sally said Mel Gibson is Australian.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised how many fucking actors are Australian, dude. So many actors are Australian that you would never guess until you like look it up. You know, it's weird. Okay, trailer wise, 2 points. That was great. You know, you may want to see it. It was scary and weird, and you know, I mean, it tells you it's provocative, but I mean, you can't really oversell how provocative, you know, showing Nazis is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I liked it.
You know, Nate and I watched a true story movie last night with an actress that you wouldn't guess is from New Zealand. And
I thought she was Australian.
No, she's from New Zealand.
Oh.
You're talking about Barbie?
No.
Okay.
No, we're talking about
Melanie Linsky.
Melanie Linsky from
Melanie Linsky.
Fireflies?
No.
Ladybugs?
Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets. I knew that because I had looked her up for something. There's something else she was in. I saw that. Yeah.
Because I looked her up for something. We know what you looked her up for.
Why did she show her boobs and something? No. I looked her up to
MRSK on your search history. Does it autocomplete?
No. MRSK?
Mr. SK.
Oh. Fuck, you guys. Do you think I'm going to pay for that shit? Are you
Heavenly
kidding
Creatures,
me?
yes, the movie.
Fucking give me some goddamn credit. She's in that? Okay, yeah. Anyways.
So for me on this one, I'm going to give it 1 point. I know it was short, but it didn't really give you. It was just like, these guys are Nazi skinheads, and you're like, well, what's the fucking movie? You know, like I don't think we really got much of that. I do really, really love the music in it though. That so I did like that. So I'm giving it 1 point. Sam, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 1 point also. I thought it was fun and cool. Not like cool. Like, stylistically, like.
See, I think it was so stylish that that's why they didn't tell you the plot, because I feel like it's like this was going to be like whatever the storyline is. This was going to be like. It's like, whoa, you know. So
I mean, there's an actual narrative to it, which is good, but it's odd.
Well, sure, but you don't have to put that in a trailer. Yeah, you don't have to.
Well, so that gets 6 points, and that's going to Moondoggy.
That's a hot take on skinheads.
Yeah.
You know how you can tell they ain't no good? It's because their whole thing is based around removing all your hair. If they stood for something, it would be about having like a long ponytail or something like that. Because then it'd be like you couldn't just like, because like anyone can just shave their head, you know?
Right.
But then if you had to like show your loyalty to it, you'd have to grow a long rat tail, like the Jedis.
I thought you were talking like Sikhs.
Which one are we on? Was that only the fifth movie? That was only the fifth one.
No, it's Sam's turn.
Okay.
I thought Sam chose.
Can we watch Sound of Freedom again?
Oh my god.
see. There was one I was going to pick, but then you picked one from the same person. Oh, how about this one? 96. This would be a really good
Oh,
one.
yeah. Great.
Never seen this. I've always wanted to see it.
Me too. I've never seen it.
Really?
I have something related to the topic.
You've always wanted. Both of you have always wanted to see.
Well, when I saw the,
'cause it's supposed to be
trailer
great.
for it,
Okay.
I was like, oh, this looks cool.
Okay.
Nate being extremely East Coast.
Oh, I
judgy
love
right
it because
now.
of the TV spot.
Is this Ministry?
I bet it's not.
It is.
Is it really?
Yep.
That's awesome. Is this a real trailer?
It's a TV trailer.
I know, but it's that fake?
No, there was an NBC
Wow.
logo at the top of it.
They really put the ministry in. Wow. And is that for real footage? Had to be.
Yeah.
Ooh, Perry's dick.
This is such a jam tune. This is right in the ball sacks.
There's a really weird way to tie into something I listened to today that
Rated PG-13.
kind of surprised.
Starts Friday, February 25th.
I mean, that trailer fucking rules.
Yeah, that trailer kicked my ass.
Yeah. John G. Avildsen. Yeah, he's a good director. That's crazy. Yeah.
Doesn't that look like it's... Is that mid? Someone check out if that's mid.
There's no... Oh, yeah, that you can actually see, can't you? Well, first of all, I'll give that thing 2 points. Here's what's weird is, like, you guys ever heard of the country singer Chris Ledoux?
No.
From the early 80s? Okay, so he was like... He's basically the template that Garth Brooks used, and then that spread like wildfire into all that mid-90s country music. But the difference between all those people that got famous, more famous, and Chris Ledoux, he was an actual rodeo rider. And he started playing songs sometimes while he was gigging for rodeos, and then it caught on. But he was a real dude, and I know people here who knew him because they do, rodeo circuit comes out here. And so, but he was like a big deal, Garth Brooks talks about him in one of his songs and performs with his son and stuff. But he has a song that somebody told me I would like, even though I don't like country, called Hooked on an 8-Second Ride. And it's like the most metal country song I've heard. It's like, it's crazy. So it's weird that we just saw a trailer for the movie 8 Seconds, which is about the same topic, that also had metal music in the trailer with country images. So I'm a little blown away. But anyways, that Chris Ledoux song rips. It's called Hooked on an 8-Second Ride, about how he's addicted to bull riding.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Well,
That's
funny.
called Chris Gaines.
So that movie has an IMDb score of 6.6. Is 6.6 mid or it's just above?
I think it's just north.
6.5, just north.
Okay.
But the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is 94. Which is like a huge discrepancy there, right? Usually you don't see
But that
big
happens
of a-
sometimes, though.
Yeah.
I think what it is people underestimated Flyover Country. They're gonna that guy's like a fucking hero to them. It's like if you made a Dale Earnhardt movie, you know? Which, why the fuck haven't they made that? That feels like it's money just waiting to be made.
I would love a fucking like I love Days of Thunder.
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah, dude, if you made a really well shot, action packed Dale Earnhardt movie, not being funny about it, just like tell a story, that'd be great.
Dude,
or Richard Petty, dude.
Isn't that a
Think
good
how cool.
title? Number 3?
Yeah.
Was that his
Or just
number? I don't
3?
even know.
I mean, Timmy, when was the last time you saw Days of Thunder?
This is gonna be one you're giving me shit for. I haven't seen it. So, yeah.
You check it out.
I probably should.
You're a bad person. You're a bad
I mean, it's Tony Scott,
Yeah, no,
it is Tony Scott. Yeah.
Here's the thing, too, is like it's
Awesome
an amazing.
cast, too.
The pacing is amazing. It's very and
You know who's awesome in it? Who's like
Hmm.
maybe one of his best movies, at least in his top 3?
Who's that?
Michael Rooker.
Really? Okay. Fucking love him.
Was it Rusty?
Well, I stopped watching Walking Dead.
Rusty Wallace?
I forgot.
Cole Trickle, and anyway, Timmy, it's really good because And what I've noticed watching a lot of these mid movies is like it's a fast pace, it's driving. You know it's going to be action. But we've been watching a lot of these mid movies, which are like action movies. We watched Southpaw, which is a boxing movie, and it's like, how do you make a boxing movie like boring? Even the boxing parts are boring. Yeah. So it's like I definitely have underappreciated how well some of these guys can make like something that's really like adrenaline fueled. And this looks, I mean, the trailer was adrenaline fueled for this. So again, obviously going into this trailer for 8 seconds, I was like, meh. But with the Ministry, it looked really good.
Yeah, that was really cool that they went that they're like, it's not going to be a country song. It's going to be this industrial song. What did it get as far as audience score goes?
3, just barely.
3, just barely. 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good, it may not be mid, but that's a good After Boys candidate.
Yeah.
So
2 for me, 3 from chat.
2 for me.
2 for me.
So 8 points again. Who's that going to?
8 points from Sue.
Oh shit! I got to repick mine because
Suhongva.
All right.
8 points.
All right, I got one. But anyways, yeah, man. That weird connection. It's like a very specific topic that I happened upon 2 things involving 8 seconds, country, and bull riding.
Timmy.
I'm a little freaked out.
I'm going to throw out. There's someone who submitted 2 movies, and you should choose which of these trailers we watch, because both I think are worth. If you look at 94 and 95.
Okay. Oh! Thank you, Sam. Okay. So the top one's a better movie. I feel like we've seen the trailer for the second one, though.
Okay.
But I mean, the second one probably has a great trailer, though. But
I'm sure the second one has a great trailer because the second one has a
the director. No,
it's an actual movie.
Oh well, there is a Dale Earnhardt story called 3: The Dale Earnhardt Story from 2004.
Is it a documentary
really
though?
Funny.
Where does like Bill Hader?
Movie's not mid. Movie's good.
Oh, sweet! I love it.
Sort of a
the bot
similar
says that.
thing.
Movie's
it's an
good.
IMDb score of 6.7, Rotten Tomatoes score of 84.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the more obvious choice because obviously the newer one is going to be different because the older one we've seen so many movies from that time frame. Plus that director's other films, I'm sure we've watched trailers for them. So
the reason that other one would definitely be a good trailer is that movie has a very iconic score that you forget is from that movie.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you're right. And okay.
But I mean, choose whatever you're going to choose.
But I'm having a tough time though, because you're right. Yeah, we'll watch that one. I mean, people are going to love it.
Your birth certificate. Bruce Lee. It sounded very American.
I'm going to America. French fries. Sky's the limit, that's what they say.
Not a Chinaman's chance. They say that too.
I'm different.
Your kind don't understand English. You guys killed my dad in Korea. You think I'm happy to see you, my Jim?
Don't touch me.
Or what?
I want to touch you back.
You're not really an American.
This guy Lee, he's awfully oriental.
He's playing Oriental.
I mean, you can't change people with your fists.
You kiss him. Kiss him. At least.
He defied tradition.
I'd like to take some lessons. I'd like to give them.
Now you know I'm not Chinese.
I've noticed that.
You've been charged with violating the martial arts code.
This is the first Bruce Lee Kung Fu Institute.
We do not teach our secrets to the enemy.
I'll teach whoever wants to learn.
Some of them chop socky flips, man.
He began a revolution.
I have developed a way of fighting with no fixed positions.
And became a leader.
You are ordered to stop teaching.
You die in homecoming.
I've seen it.
Sam, was it not in it?
They didn't use the score. Like that's that song from
sing the score. Yeah.
I think
pretty much. It's from that movie. So you look that up. Before we give our points, I want to give a quick backstory being a Kung Fu movie nerd. So the person that submitted this also submitted another one that was a Kung Fu true story biography. One was about Bruce Lee. The other one was that we watched. One was about his teacher. What's interesting about both movies is that it's more of what I would call a thematic biography or emotional biography, whereas they maybe don't get all the historical facts right, but you really feel like you knew who this person was and how they lived. And in both cases, they salted up, they peppered up the person's life story to include more fight scenes, which I think, yeah, fuck yeah. Because it's like you're making a movie about someone who loved fights and martial arts and martial arts films in this case. So it's like, well, yeah, throw in, I think he'd be fine with embellishing his life to have a cool scene where he fights a chef or whatever that part was, So... But trailer is great. I don't know why they didn't use the score.
So it's like halfway through where it crescendos.
This is right now?
No. I mean, the part that everyone recognized. Oh, maybe it's not this song.
I know the part you're thinking of. I like that. So chat's given that 3. I gave it 2. It's fun trailer.
I gave it 2 too. I mean, it's like
Jason Scott Lee does a good job, even though I don't think he's the best actor. He does a good job.
Even like that, like America, Land of French Fries, like that little, like that, like it's such like a movie,
Yes. Yep. It's a movie. It's a true biopic the way they used to do it, which is like
2 points from the slut boy.
Exactly. Does that mean Nate's going to give it 1 or 0 and give us a really mind-blowing reason why? But just kidding, buddy. But what was I going to say? The classic biopic, like what you're talking about, Sam. It's like, yeah, it may be about a real person, but it's still a movie, and they're not ashamed of that,
Yeah, I give it 2 points. Chet gives it 3 points.
That's another
8-point trailer. Who gets those 8 points?
From 8 points to Speed Punk. And the other film I was mentioning that Speed Punk submitted is Ip Man. So I suppose someone else could submit that if they wanted to.
I always thought it was called IP Man.
IPP Man.
No, really, I thought it was
it's
IP Man.
Ip Man or Ip Man. Yep.
It's intellectual property man.
Yeah, it's just this dude going around suing people for drawing Mickey Mouse. Okay, is it your turn, Nathaniel? Sorry.
Let's see.
Oh, it's Premiere of Big Boss is the song.
Okay. That's your homework, everybody. Premiere of Big Boss. What's the thing I was talking about? Hooked on an 8-second ride. We're going to enrich your lives with movie score music and countries music.
Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Gonna kick in a second.
I can't hear it at all.
I can't hear it either. What's the name of the song?
The filter's filtering it out. It's called something Big Boss.
The Premiere of the Big Boss.
Oh, it's the premiere of his movie.
You can't find it on there?
I'm looking, dude. It's also my turn, so I was like looking for a movie.
You
Okay, hold on.
It's right
First
there, yeah.
date.
No,
There.
top.
Top one, Big Boss.
All right, it's minute 40, so Nate,
The bit you're thinking is halfway through.
it happens in like a second.
Yes, that's right. Oh man. Because this is used as temp in so many trailers, isn't it?
Yeah, this is this part here.
Yes.
This is like the montage, like they're in the school, and every time they come back, there's more people practicing in the school.
Right. It's after the movie.
No, this is when the movie comes out, and like
But then
everyone
after
likes
that-
the movie, and there's crowds in the street cheering for it, and it's on people's shoulders and everything.
And he's like,
Yeah.
okay.
He
I'm
was
having.
a man who turned patriotism into hatred.
Are you a communist?
No, sir, I'm a Democrat.
A man who ruined every life he touched.
Names, Ray? Mr. Kaplan, can you give us the names, please?
Presenting James Woods in his most powerful role to date, Citizen Cone.
What will you do to them, Roy?
Well, nothing. Senator, you are missing the point. Now is not the time to let up. Now is the time to attack.
What are you trying to do to me?
I'm trying to make a great man out of you.
Feared by the communists.
There's a war going on right now between Americanism and communism. And if you are a friend of America's enemies, then you're an enemy too. You understand me?
Hated by the Kennedys.
Kennedy's going to name his brother Attorney General. Our friend J. Edgar says it's going to be Get Hoffa and Get Cone.
And needed by the FBI.
Mr. Hoover.
They're FBI agents, Roy.
I'm sorry?
Those communists you subpoenaed, they're undercover operatives of the Bureau.
James Woods of Straight Talk and Digstown. Joe Don Baker. And Academy Award winner Lee Grant. Star in the film USA Today gave 4 stars. Dynamite, an incredibly powerful tale. James Woods is spectacular, said New York Newsday. James Woods is the rare actor who can go way out on a limb and never fall off, said Us Magazine.
Words will regret later for $1,000.
Make Roy Cohn angry.
Citizen Cone.
And make Roy Cohn all over the place.
You know what? I just find it hard to believe that James Woods would like go around telling people who are Democrats that they're communists.
Different time.
Because he's
different time.
He is so much like that. Oh my God. I didn't even know he made that movie.
I always find it odd when movies rely heavily on like critic quotes and stuff like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that had a lot of them. And it's like, just tell us what the movie, keep going with the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is pretty funny though. It is ironic, I guess we would say, right?
Yeah. One of my favorite nights on Twitter, which is going to be called what soon? X. was when James Woods tweeted a picture. It was when people are tearing down all those racist Confederacy statues, and he tweeted a picture of the Iwo Jima Memorial and said, "Just want everyone to enjoy this picture one last time before the liberals tear it down," or something. And everybody was responding to him with really ridiculous statues. And I found a statue from some website of garden statues. There was two bunnies fucking, and so that's the statue that I tweeted to James Woods. He did not respond, but it was funny because I just wrote that same quote
statues,
on it.
Though, right?
Well, right, and plus, well, and this is an old hat at this point, but none of those statues were built like right after the Civil War. Most of those statues were put up in the 20s and 30s by old white people who still were pro-Confederacy because they wanted to scare the now free and now doing all right, in some cases, black families from moving into their towns. So it's all bullshit anyways.
If the losers shouldn't get statues, why do we have the Vietnam War Memorial in Washington, D.C.? Because you just answered your question. A memorial is not a statue.
Yeah, exactly. Memorials for the people who died. We have a Vietnam memorial.
Of a person, Like,
the statue's not like, hey, this guy died.
No, it's like, these guys were great. It's like, they weren't.
Yeah.
So
losers shouldn't get statues.
Right. Anyways, the trailer. I would give it 1 point. It was all right. It just didn't quite grab me. But again, the music was really cool.
Giving it a point for mentioning Digstown.
I'm taking away a point just because it was so heavy on the critic quotes and stuff, and it's just like,
yeah.
So I felt it could have been a better trailer, to tell us more about the movie. It was only 2 minutes. I mean, we've seen trailers that do very well in under 2 minutes, and this felt like they were like, we need to fill it. We need more filler. We don't have enough for a trailer.
Yeah.
Put some quotes in there. So I think that's kind of silly. So I'm going to give it a singular.
So that's only 2 from us and almost 0 from chat.
Yeah. So
that's only 3 points.
Grimward, you need to do better. Okay, Grimward.
I don't think it's Grimward's fault. I'm okay with blaming this.
I think it is Grimward's fault.
I blame it on James Woods.
I'm going to blame Grimward. Grimward also said this one, if any.
Yeah, you're a fucking moron, Grimward.
Hateful James Woods, plus a hateful Roy Cohn, counsel for hateful Senator. What?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
Oh, hateful James Woods plus hateful Roy Cohn, counsel for hateful Senator Joseph McCarthy, aka from McCarthyism, played by the one and only Joe Don Baker. The real Cohn died of AIDS in the 80s.
The only thing with the way Grimwood wrote that, hateful James Woods plus hateful Roy Cohn, counsel for hateful Senator Joseph McCarthy, you could just say James Woods plus Roy Cohn, counsel for Joseph McCarthy. Those guys are fucking, it's interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. But yeah, so, and it looked like the guy playing J. Edgar Hoover, just for a second there, was Pat Tingle, who most people know as Commissioner Gordon from the Michael Keaton Batman movies. And he actually stuck around into the weird ones, into Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was like the only. Him and Michael Gough, who played Alfred, were the only ones in all 4 of those movies.
Is it your birthday, Grimward?
Yeah, it's a shame they got rid of Billy D. Williams.
Dude, that would have been so fucking cool. They made a comic book series where they continued the storyline from the first one. Huh?
The Batman 89.
Yeah. And so they had, that Harvey Dent, that Two-Face. And so did the Lego Batman movie. They got it. The Billy D got to voice Two-Face in it. So, anyways, so that was what, 3 points total, right?
Yes.
And is it my turn again?
No.
No, now it's Sam's.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with number 2.
Number 2.
And I checked it out. It should be fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Dreamed of discover a new life together. I'm a 37-year-old real estate investor who is so tired of the usual.
You're perfect.
Oh, hardly.
You are beautiful.
that you bring all your dates here.
Yo!
No one's got this much for me in a long time. I'm loving this.
It's only 5,000, but that's all I can get unless I cash my CD early. I need a way to get my own life back. Maybe this is it.
Hi, Frank. It's me, Alma. I don't understand why you haven't called me. What's going on?
You ain't heard nothing since he discovered you didn't own this house, have you?
How did you find this place?
I know who you are.
Nobody gets conned who doesn't want to be. I make women feel things that they have never felt before.
Love each other.
Honey, you gotta trust me.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm just playing with their heads.
What's going on, Alma?
That was next.
He's not exactly predictable.
She panicked.
It's gotten very complicated.
She fought me like an animal.
I don't want you to do anything, okay?
She's dead. She's dead.
He killed those women.
You've been lying to me all along.
I showed you love.
I never asked for your love.
Ah, I like that. I think it's wild that we didn't get very many examples, but apparently there was a time when Eric Roberts was Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah.
Like that was very True Detective era Matthew McConaughey, right?
I'm surprised there's another true story movie that Eric Roberts did around this time that I'm surprised I did not see on the list.
Oh yeah?
And if someone submits it now, I will pick it. But
erotic thriller starring Beverly D'Angelo of the D'Angelo Sandwich
which used
Empire.
to be Darren's Xbox name was Beverly D'Angelo.
Yes, because he was all about. Didn't he like say that her nude scene or shot from National Lampoon's was it Vacation or European Vacation? Vacation. Yeah. Or is it European Vacation?
I think it's in the beginning of Vacation.
Because in the European Vacation one, don't they see like it doesn't she end up like somehow the film gets released in Italy or something?
Europe.
Okay. Anyways,
it goes everywhere. Like it starts in France.
Right. Stage has got it. He says Vacation shower scene. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Okay. But then so it shows up that way in European. Okay.
Erotic thriller starring Beverly D'Angelo and Eric Roberts as a con artist couple turned homicide lovers inspired by the real honeymoon killers from the 1940s.
Yeah. I just looked them up. The honeymoon killers, Raymond Fernandez and Martha Beck. Interesting. And they're not the same. Oh, go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
I liked how like it was this interesting thing where it definitely like you have a dynamic there where they're both bad, but you can tell like that like one's worse than the other. One's like like it's likely that Eric Roberts is more like the antagonist of the movie.
Right.
Like it seems like he's like threatening Beverly D'Angelo in parts.
Definitely, yeah. They apparently made this story in the 70s as well, and with Tony LoBianco, and I don't recognize the actress's name. I already forgot, but it's supposedly a great movie. That one's called The Honeymoon Killers, but this couple was not the same couple I was thinking of, which inspired Badlands and Natural Born Killers. That was another lovers going around the country killing people thing. So
yeah,
which that's another movie I was surprised I didn't see on here, huh?
Yeah, it was what other? There's 3 movies that inspired us.
Yes,
Natural Born Killers, Badlands, True Romance, but I think there was something else too.
It's not True Romance.
Something else, but yeah,
Charles
True Romance is just like,
Starkweather.
kind of like a rip-off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Been watching you guys since I was 12, and I'm 29 now. Love y'all so much.
Aww.
Grooming, right?
God. Oh no.
Danis907 has resubscribed. Primer Bewitch has resubscribed. Says Sup Nerds. Carnage of Tarnage has also resubscribed. Thank you very much, everybody. Timmy, let's hear your points for Lonely Hearts.
Oh, I said it already, didn't I? 2 points. Oh, no, I didn't. Because I also wanted to say, I like that they, and I'm not saying this as in a horny way. I just mean, like, I think it's cool that they went more on the erotic stuff. You know what I mean? Which a lot of trailers don't do.
Somebody clip that.
You know, what? What part?
Nothing.
Okay.
It wasn't a drop.
Like
I've
had better. I've had
better.
2 points from the slut boy. See, so Nate, it's about quality, not quantity. So I'll eat anything once. See, that was good.
Yeah,
What about the
you have
face?
both though, Timmy. There's no reason why you can't cover both.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Anyways,
so Timmy liked the eroticness.
Yeah,
I
like that you almost saw titties. I mean,
and he summarizes this trailer as
spray it all over my chest and hair.
Oh, you got Zach to do it? That's really funny. You got that? What'd you do, that last episode or what?
Spray it all over my chest and hair.
Yep. When you got
spray it all over my chest and hair.
When you
spray
got
it all over my chest.
Stop
and hair.
it for a second. I want to ask about this. I'm so fascinated. Okay, so when you got Zach to do it, did he know why you were asking him? Or did you just ask him, hey,
No,
he
heard yours and was saying it.
Okay.
You couldn't stop saying it.
I thought maybe you were just maybe you just said like, hey, Zach, could you say spray it over my chest and hair, please?
He kept saying 2 points for Slut Boy, but like we kept getting interference, couldn't get a clean clip.
Zach was saying that?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So Timmy says 2 points. I'm going to say 2 points too.
It was a cool trailer.
Say 1 point. I liked it. I think maybe if you guys didn't vote so high, I might vote at 2 points because I feel like it should get high. But I just feel like it's not like that perfect score kind of.
Got it. Yeah. So that's
4 from us, 2 from chat.
4 from us, 2 from chat. 6 points.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And this was Sam's pick. The Lonely Hearts, that goes to Abby Sally.
Abby Sally. 6 points to Abby Sally. Abby Sally.
All right, I think we've had this submitted for other things, but it fits shit pretty well here. So here we go. Oh, it's long. God damn it!
Why? Like, why is it this long?
You zigging? You zagging?
Ooh. Always remember, your bones will not break in a bobsled. No, they shatter. So, who wants in?
We're looking for a sponsor for the first Jamaican bobsled team.
Their dream was to compete in the Olympics. But they chose a sport.
Oh my God, I forgot about the reggae
they knew
cover
nothing
Wild
about.
Great, very good.
In a climate they had never been.
Cold weather endurance is vital to building a successful sled team.
This is the true story of 4 unlikely athletes.
How about I beat your butt right now?
How about I draw a line down the middle of your head so it looks like a butt?
Who weren't prepared for what they were about to face.
It's a beautiful afternoon in Calgary, and there is a lot more coming up.
Is this whole thing a big joke? I can't get my helmet on. Oh, thanks, coach.
Why don't you put some training wheels on that sled?
Leave the bobsledding to the real man.
You're gonna have to do this on your own one day.
You have no business here, Jamaica.
People are always afraid of what's different.
Now! Good!
But they found in each other
Do you really expect these Jamaicans to qualify?
the courage to give it their all.
Not only are they gonna qualify, they're gonna turn some heads doing it.
I see pride. I see power.
And they took the whole world along for the ride.
Used to follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
Walt Disney Pictures presents
I am feeling very Olympic today.
a story for anyone who dares to stand out in a crowd.
I didn't come up here to forget who I am and where I come from.
And everyone with the courage to stand up for their dreams.
How will I know if I'm enough?
When you cross that finish line,
Where did these guys come from?
you'll know.
Cool runnings.
So what are we going to name this sled?
Tallulah.
Tallulah.
That's my mother's name.
John Turtletop. Whatever happened to him?
Beat to end that one on.
Yeah, really weird. God, I saw that for like a friend's birthday party at the old movie theater here in town. Man.
It's weird. That was back when, I mean, now it's sort of kind of headed that way. But back when Disney was much better at live action than they were at animated.
Yeah. There was that middle. They already had Aladdin by this point. And I think Little Mermaid.
But I mean, it at least is coming off the back of that. I think a lot. Little Mermaid,
the late 70s, 80s,
the kind of turning point of that.
Yep. There was a while 70s and 80s where.
Hey, did you just put your hand on my leg?
Are you guys? Do you guys need us to like log off for a little bit?
No,
that's
not welcome.
All right. Anyways. I feel like we have watched that for another theme. I don't really care. I liked it. I kind of want to give it 2, but I think I should only give it 1. Do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna give it 2.
I mean, I think I will too. I love John Candy, and it's a good story. Yeah, I'll give it 2 points. And it has more of that. Just like in the Bruce Lee one, that's got that 90s inspirational music you just can't fucking fake. You know what I mean?
Not that this should matter, but I remember seeing that movie and I'd seen the trailer and getting like a feeling from the trailer and then seeing that movie and being like, yeah, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You wanted a movie that was because for the trailer, the 2 best parts of the trailer are like some good bobsledding action and the part where the guy comes out of the ice cream truck. And that's what you want when you're a kid and you see this, and that's what the movie is. It's like jokes like that and bobsledding.
And it does take a big swing, the movie.
Yeah,
because
sure.
it is a real story and a kind of like, like it is what I would say is like an atypical sports movie.
Yes, because of how things turn out, you mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. It is a big swing about a big swing that, I think the only other bobsledding story you could really tell would be when Herschel Walker did it and kind of attack it from an angle of like, is this why he's insane now? Did he hit his head bobsledding or was it all the football? Anyways, yeah, he was on the U.S. Olympic bobsledding team. Did you know that?
Cool guy.
Yeah. He went way off the deep end. Anyways, so 2 points from me. Yeah. I don't know, piss it off for the state my sister lives in. But anyways,
2 points from me.
2 points from Wah. Nate?
I already told you how many points I gave it to me.
Oh, you're gonna pull that on me? Very clever.
No, I give it 1 point. It was fine.
It was fine? Okay.
It was
so
fine.
That's 3 from us. No, I can't count. That's 4 from us. And almost 4 from Chad. Holy shit. So.
Yeah, Chat really liked it. It was fine. I mean, I feel, we've seen it before a couple times, so maybe that took a lot of like the novelty out of it. Like, ooh. But I was like, yeah, it's cool runnings, straightforward. Yeah. Sorry.
7 points to Zarina.
And what's funny to me is like the part where it's like, where did these guys come from? And it's like, what announcer would say that? Everyone's got the countries on their chest.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, we were watching women's soccer the other night. We weren't like, where'd this team from Vietnam come from?
Yeah. Where'd all these Vietnamese women playing soccer on the same team come from?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Is ready for my next trailer.
Always. Brian Pictures.
It was always a paradise.
Never even heard of this.
Far from civilization.
Oh, I think once you realize what it is,
200 years
you've heard
ago,
this title before.
2 friends set out on an impossible voyage.
Tahiti. Fletcher, I want you to sail with me again.
They made a journey through hell. and arrived at this perfect place only to become mortal enemies. Their names were Fletcher Christian and William Bly. Their ship was the Bounty.
Squared away!
Another biopic trailer, or, true story.
In my opinion, we should put about
with anachronistic music.
We keep on our course.
Or like weird music.
He was at an age when bravery came easily.
I'm replacing Mr. Fryer.
It's like a Peter Weir movie.
Oh, shit.
A paradise
Pretty much
seduced him.
probably is.
And his passion would change his life forever.
I think your brain has been overheated, sir. Your body overindulged in sexual excess.
I have done no more than any natural man would do.
There'll be no more mixing with the damned degenerate natives of these islands. You comprehend my meaning, sir? God!
The men might be in charge. What are you threatening me with? It's not a threat, it's a warning.
That guy. Who is that guy?
Think of my family and my friendship. Think of my wife. I am in hell!
Anthony Hopkins, Mel Gibson, Laurence Olivier, Edward Fox.
Wasn't this Christian a friend of yours?
He was, sir.
The Bounty.
See who was in this? Oh, it's a Dino De Laurentiis movie. Did you see who's in this who didn't even get name checked?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Their ship
Where?
was the Bounty.
This would have been early for him.
He was a sailor of brilliance.
In my opinion, we should put about. In my opinion, we should not, sir. We keep on
Right
our
there. I
course.
think that was
At
him.
22,
That guy in
he
my
was at an age
in
when
my opinion
bravery
guy.
came easily.
I'm replacing
So,
Mr. Fryer.
there we
Right
go.
there.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Wow.
That's crazy.
What year was this? 84? So yeah, he was like a
84.
pretty fucking new actor at that point.
When
Interesting.
did The Name of the Father come out?
In the 90s.
Oh, really? That was
Yeah,
good.
My Left Foot would be, I think, that was his big
It's 89.
breakthrough.
Yeah. So Nate, that's you've probably heard the longer title, The Mutiny on the Bounty. You've heard that term before, right? Mutiny on the Bounty?
I've
It's a
heard of
famous
it, but
book,
I-
famous movie. So that's what this is. This is a remake of the 30s or 40s movie Mutiny on the Bounty. So
And it's about two friends that get horny for Tahitians.
I guess.
And one guy's
I have
not horny for Tahitians.
I have a copy of the book from, I believe, the original run. I don't know how I ended up with it, but it's gifted to, on the inside, it's written to my great uncle Ardell, who's passed away, but it says what?
That just got me, Ardell.
What's that from?
It's that just got me, Odell. The guy on QVC selling the swords, and he hits it.
Oh, okay, that was Odell.
Because that just got me, Odell.
Oh yeah. Anyways, but it says like Merry Christmas Ardell 1944 or something. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, it's pretty. You don't see a lot of books that old very often, So, anyways, it was a cool trailer though. It was intense, and not sure I get exactly what the story is because I haven't read the book, but it looks interesting. But it's all based on real, this really happened.
And Cabin Boy is a remake of this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, because the most famous thing from the actual historical incident was when the guy walked out of a cave and went, "These pipes are clean,"
Yeah.
Or there's that part where the guy's like, "Want to buy a monkey?"
That was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis plays the guy that's like,
And it was Laurence Olivier played
aren't you
Sharky.
a pretty or a fancy lady?
Aren't you cute?
Hey, would you like to buy a monkey?
That was one of Trevor's favorite little cameos in a movie. It's so funny. I have a cool Blu-ray of that. It's not super cool. But it's cool. It's got a nice new cover. Anyways, yeah. I was gonna say
In
something
another
about
world,
Sharky.
Gibson and Hopkins could have been a great duo for adapting Master and Commander books into films. Were there more than one
Oh,
books?
yeah.
That first Master and Commander movie,
dude,
I love.
That first
There's-
Master and Commander movie is 2 books, though.
Yeah, so there's 14 books that I think there might be more. There's a bunch. I
love
got
that
one. I
movie.
never read one. I tried. I was going to start reading one once, and then got ADHD onto something else. But they're supposed to be great. But yeah, there's a ton of them. That's why they wanted to start doing it.
Jack gave that 2 points. I'm going to give it 1 point.
Okay.
I'm going to also give it 1 point.
So 3 from us, 2 from chat. Who picked
3
that one,
from
Nate?
us and 2 from chat. 3 from us and 2 from chat.
2 from chat. 3 from
2 from chat. And it was called, what was it called?
The
Bounty.
Bounty. Mushroom.
The Bounty, that was from Solar Sensei. Mel Gibson, Anthony Hopkins, and a Vangelis soundtrack. What more could you ask for? This movie tells the famous mutiny on the Royal Navy vessel HMS Bounty. The trailer is a voyage unto itself.
Vangelis, the band that's famous for Chariots of Fire and Blade Runner.
That makes sense, actually. Now that I've heard it, and you point that
Oh,
out.
Evangelist was doing that one too. That was Evangelist score.
Yeah, Evangelist. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So it's my turn, right? Are we done with that one? Okay.
No, it's Sam's turn.
What? Well, whose was that?
Mine. It's the same rotation. You, me, Sam. You, me, Sam.
All right, has Stark
Jesus.
Stark
Sorry,
Bastard
guys.
had a trailer in there
yet? We can tell pretty easily. No, he only picked the one. Go for it.
Right. Spoiler alert, this is Dark Bastard's pick, but
if you don't like Dark Bastard, vote against him.
That's an interesting director. I didn't know about this movie.
Dark Bastard nailed my fishing. I was fishing for a trailer, and Dark Bastard got it.
Hope it's a proud angler.
When the editor of Playboy told me I'd won Playmate of the Year, the first thing out of my mouth was, "Are you sure?"
I have this feeling about Dorothy. She's gonna be a big star. Together, we could be somebody. People would treat us that special way, the way they treat stars.
36, 24, 36.
Dorothy is every man's fantasy.
Oh, Mr. Hefner, thank you.
Something else is going on here. I can feel it.
Yeah, if you really need me, just reach out and touch me. Come on and tell me so.
Playboy is a very special magazine, Dorothy.
They're gonna give me $10,000 for having my picture taken.
Yeah,
They're
play it
all
half,
nice to you.
I think.
Everybody is wonderful. Mr. Hefner is wonderful.
And you think I'm sexy. Come on, honey, tell me so.
Damn, I wish he wouldn't call me here.
Go out and get yourself a job, get something going, and try to make her proud of you.
That's from the thing.
Sure.
Being there.
Yeah,
You've
okay.
grown, and he stayed the same. I think it's important that an actress and her director should have a good relationship.
This
is a little rough. Are you sure you want to hear it?
We have some things we should talk about.
About a divorce, is that what you mean?
I want more freedom.
She's gonna come back, I know it.
He still had some crazy idea. He could put it all back together again.
From being there.
That's what Sam was talking about.
I want it to be over.
Shut up!
Dorothy, you just can't let him do this to you.
You can have her, but you're gonna have to pay.
How do you load it?
You put it in the chamber. She broke my heart.
And you cock it, and she's ready to go.
Written and directed by Bob Fosse. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So I saw, when I was a kid, I was sleeping over at my friend Casey's house, and they had just gotten Stars, and like everybody else was falling asleep, but I turned on Stars, and I saw the last like 10 minutes of Star 80, and it's scarred me ever since. I've never seen the full movie. That last 10 minutes is fucked. You know, and I know it's a true story, but it is fucked, man. And you know, and this trailer brings up an interesting thought. I figured that we would get to it at some point for this topic, but you know, we don't like it when trailers give too much away. However, when Star 80 came out, that murder, everybody knew about it.
That's the story. It's Apollo 13.
Exactly.
You know, it's
yeah. So it's like, where do
it.
you? Because at one point it felt a little bit like they were going too far, but it's also like, yeah, but you also have to sell the fact that this is the story you're going to see, and also like he's an evil fucking bastard, you know, like guy.
What?
So
seemed pretty cool.
Pretty cool. What's funny is that what I forgot about was recently they had the show. I think it's called Chippendales. But
the one Kumail was on.
Kumail was on.
Yeah.
And you forget that guy is a person within the Chippendales story.
Like a real person.
Yeah, he's a real person who has played a hand in Chippendales being Chippendales. So, like, in the beginning of, I think it's like at the end of the first episode of the Chippendales show, or like the beginning of the second episode, they're like, "Oh, did you hear what happened?" You know, which is just kind of fascinating.
Talk about this.
Yeah, that movie. I would say, all right. First off, I'm going to say that's one of my favorite trailers I've seen this year. I just think it like I maybe I can't separate the movie from the trailer, but that's a fucking cool trailer. That trailer played like a fucking Safdie Brothers movie.
Yeah, man, it was. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Like the way that it played with like this kind of weird, tense, like we're not gonna have music, and then we kick into Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
Was really cool, really effective, and that movie is the reason I say I'm not sure if I can separate the two. Was I saw that movie in the last 10 years, and I'd probably put it on the top 10 list of the movies I've discovered in the last 10 years that I finally got around to seeing and was like, oh, this movie is fucking good. And it's written and directed by Bob Fosse, and like,
is he a dancer or something?
He was a choreographer.
Major choreographer.
But like
Chicago was a big one of his. That musical, Cabaret.
But Cabaret was a big one.
Yeah.
Pippin.
Also, wasn't he also played by James Woods once? I think he was.
He was played by Roy Scheider in all that.
Roy Scheider. I get them confused. Sorry, Roy.
Which he also, I think, wrote and directed.
Yeah, I agree with Sam, and I brought up the like events that actually happened thing just out of interest. It didn't affect how I like the trailer, because you're right, it was like a fucking roller coaster, and it's a terrible story. And yeah, the trailer is fucking oofta, you know. So 2 points for me.
And also, I just want to throw in there too is that like the Chrome license plate, Star 80 license plate.
Yeah,
that's a fucking awesome logo.
Yeah, I just looked it up when I was looking up about this. The guy had that. The husband had that license plate. Ugh, fucking freak.
I haven't seen the movie. And at first I was like, whatever. But when you started saying the stuff like it vibes like a Safdie Brothers, I was like, I definitely get that. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So that sold me on it. So
that was a good
I was kind of leaning towards one, but I haven't seen the movie. Both of you guys sound like you really thought it was uncomfortable.
I've only seen the last 10 minutes, it's intensely uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, but like the cool thing about the movie is it's not like a it is an uncomfortable movie, but not like it definitely ramps up in the last 10 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not like she gets murdered twice.
Right.
Wait, she gets murdered?
The first time she dies, it's like crazy, but the second time, it's really
she
crazy.
Gets murdered?
That's the whole story.
That's the whole story, pal. Anyways, 2 from me, 2 from Sam. Nart, 2, right?
Yeah.
So 5 from us.
5 from us, 2 from chat.
2 from chat. 7 for who?
I think Sam said Dark Bastard.
Dark Bastard, yeah.
Yes.
Thanks
Nate,
for picking
Nate,
up
can you
what I was
please,
throwing down.
Sorry, Nate, can you please sort by name again? Because there's been some new submissions. I want to make sure I'm not giving everybody a doubling. Okay.
Done.
And now it is my turn for real, right? Good. Here we go. This one could slightly be Sam pandering from an older reference, not from what he's been into lately. Because you used to love that guy.
You're all going down.
We all love this guy.
The men
That's true.
before you have engaged
I just think of
in
something
all
George
sorts
Wong
of
said once. I'll tell you later.
activities.
20 defendants, 76 counts, at least 4 prosecutors, tapes, surveillance videos.
Mr. Denosha, you're on.
Holy shit.
Hi, I'm Jackie Denosha. I'm defending myself in this case. I'm going to be my own lawyer.
Have you had any legal experience?
I've been in prison half my life. Sometimes I think I had too much legal experience. What do I need with the lawyers?
It's not just you.
Dinklage?
I get one of you for spitting on the
Nice.
sidewalk, and all of you can go down.
It looks to me like he's hurting us. I'm separating him from the case.
It's not up to you.
You want to bet?
The Brunos want you dead.
Those guys love me, man.
Love you. Puts 4 bullets in you and he loves you?
Yeah, he loves me.
Now cut your heart out.
I want to offer a deal.
I rather my friends.
You have no friends.
You know what the 2 best words in the English language are? Things change. Do you know that this government offered me a deal to lie about
Is
these
he?
men? Objection! Jackie D.
I don't know if this is fucked up. Is he playing Lou Ferrigno in this?
What is wrong with these people?
Why would that be
Isn't
fucked
the real
up?
reason you're testifying here because I refuse sexual advances from you to me? You want to suck on this instead? Do you feel that the prosecutor was right?
I wish Vin would try more shit like this.
It's over.
Don't you?
Take it out on my friends here.
We're gonna go traveling.
Oh, that's right. Cindy Levette made this.
They find me guilty. How do I look? Good? May I have a sidebar? I ordered creamy peanut butter and they brought me chunky.
This isn't my department.
Nothing but the best is good enough for me.
Wait. The Sidney Lumet movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went over
It said
this.
that.
We went over
It
this.
said that. It said that, and I said it out loud.
Yeah.
Nate's really on cloud 9 or cloud 10 or 11 tonight, aren't you, man? You okay? Need a drink of
Jimmy, I
water?
think you're muted.
Oh. No, I'm not. You're just being a jerk, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just being a jerk.
Someone's on a delay. This guy.
Yeah, his brain's on a delay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. What are you eating? CBD chips? What are you fucking high? Why is that funny? I don't know. It is though. Speaking of, I got some. They put out weird experimental chip flavors again, and I got some BLT chips. They're all right. We used to
Lay's?
Huh? Yeah. Then Ruffles have a Cuban sandwich. That might be good. Anyways, that trailer was great because of Vin Diesel's hair and makeup.
Yeah, I mean, how many movies has Vin Diesel had hair in?
Like that. And I don't know. Did he have any in Saving Private Ryan? I don't think so.
Last Witch Hunter, he had hair.
Did he have hair? Did he have hair in Bloodshot?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Is it just 2? It'd be good to find out. Yeah.
What was the one where he was like a stock trader? They were mad shady.
Boiler Room.
I think
Boiler
he
Room.
might have had some hair in Boiler
Yes. So before we get into our scores, many years ago, when Sam and I both lived in Brooklyn, we had this delightful friend named George, and I was talking to George once, and he brought up a movie that came out recently. It was called Knockaround Guys, another Vin Diesel movie. He's like, "Yeah, I was watching Knockaround Guys." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, where'd you see that?" He's like, "At Sam's. That's where I see every Vin Diesel movie."
At Sam's.
At Sam's. That's where I see every Vin Diesel movie.
I should look up George.
Yeah, you should. Oh man, I miss George. He's great. Greatest divorce party I've ever been to. They had White Castles. Yeah, you might have been out of town.
I'm gonna give that.
Zach Touchdown. Sorry. There's a funny quote. Zach Touchdown said, "Remember when Vin Diesel stole the Timmy Show?" I can see the connection between Vin Diesel
Timmy
and Dave
Talk.
Brzezinski. Yeah, Timmy Talk. 2 for me. I also am gonna go get some water and stuff. And hey, I can do the stash when I come back. Is that okay with you, Nate?
Yeah,
Although we don't call it that. It's called beef picking. I'll be right back. But so that's 2 from me, 3 from chat, 2 from Sam. What are you saying?
0.
Really?
Yeah, too Italian for me.
Oh, so you have the same problem with movies like that, the way I had problems with whatever that first movie was. Oh, Party Monster, right?
Vin Diesel, he bombed, bro. All right, so
that was my choice. That was my choice. Okay. So what are you really giving it? You're really giving it 0?
Yeah, like 0.
Wow, what a douche canoe. Okay, so 3 from us. How much from chat? 3? Yeah,
3.
almost 4.
And next
6
up,
points to Anthony Potkins.
Beef picking.
Oh yeah, okay, beef picking. So there we go. Okay, so Goobsters, I've become in the last 5-10 years, especially last 3-4 years, a big Blu-ray buyer, but not just like I don't just go to Best Buy and buy $5, whatever movie came out, Fast 12. I like to get weird boutique Blu-rays, and a lot of them end up being weird genre movies that we get trailers for all the time. So I'm slowing down my purchases, so I probably won't do this a whole lot more this year because we're getting a lizard here at my house and some other stuff like that. So spending money on other things. However, Vinegar Syndrome had a big sale back on Memorial Day, and they took a while to mail stuff out because they're a small independent place that does really great remastered movies and stuff with great covers like they did for this one, Blood Beat, which you might have seen me talking with Zach and Darren about this on the last Self-Suck, but it's a regional horror movie from Wisconsin. A guy from France moved to America in his 20s in like 1978, hooked up with this old lady, moved with her into the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin, and then got really high on LSD and made a Christmas horror movie about a samurai ghost. And they Vinegar Syndrome made this really cool slipcover, but this is the actual cover of the movie. But anyways, like look at that. It's like, oh yeah, because the ghost is possessing this girl, and whenever he starts to kill people, she orgasms. It's quite the movie. And the commentary with the French director is great because it's subtitled because he still only speaks French. And most of the commentary, he's like, "Yeah, I was so high on drugs right here. I don't remember what we did." Like that's most of the movie. So fascinating movie. Another one I got is a double feature, which is Hard Rock Zombies, which is ridiculous and everybody should see it. And Slaughterhouse Rock, which is all right. It's like these people go to Alcatraz and there's a demon possession. But the reason I like Slaughterhouse Rock is because the music is original Devo music. And Tony Basil, who's saying, "Hey, Mickey, you're so fine," plays a character in it, and she sings on a Devo song, which is pretty cool. So those movies are cool. This is The Iceman Cometh. It's a Hong Kong action movie from, the salad days for that, like late 80s, early 90s. But the weird thing about this movie is it's about a guy and his brother who 1600s China, and it's this prince, and then his brother's this evil murdering rapist, and then they somehow travel 300 years into the future to the early 90s. So it's like an action movie and also a horrible crime movie, but then they have all this like fish out of water shit in it where he's like, where the dude from 1600s China drinks out of the toilet because he thinks that's what the water, so. And then this movie, which I showed you, I sent you guys some screenshots, Mutant Hunt. This movie is amazing. It's a low-budget New York shot sci-fi movie, which, it's a really low budget, so it's about cyborgs, but it's just New York City in like 1989, so it just doesn't look like the future, except for these guys with like plastic stuff on their heads and sunglasses. It's great, though. It's fantastic. Then lastly, there's only been 2 movies I bought. There's been 2 times during Trailer Boys where I liked the trailer so much I bought the movie right away. One of them was Hawk the Slayer from a few months back. Last time I was on, I ordered Strike Commando 2 because it happened to be, the trailer was great, and it happened to be on 50% off on their website. Severin is the label that puts this out. So I did watch Strike Commando 1 on Tubi to prep for Strike Commando 2. I think 1's better than 2, but they're both insane. So, anyways. Not Hog Slayer. Hawk the Slayer. But you're right, Quintana. Hog Slayer would be a good 1313 movie. Anyways. That's it. Good night. I guess I just changed my camera back.
I had a question for you.
Uh-huh.
So one of those movies was called The Iceman Cometh?
Yeah.
What's that? What is that title a reference to?
You know, I don't know. Because, well, the reason they call
Isn't there like a play or something like that?
Yes, there you go. It's a Eugene O'Neill play. And I don't know, being that this is from Hong Kong, it could have had a different title. You know, but obviously when somebody knew about that play and titled it that. But so here we go. So yeah, so that's the play. So it was also called The Time Warriors. So that's probably what it came out as in China, and then they changed it for America. But the film is not related to the Eugene O'Neill play. Thank you. I mean, they say Iceman in this because they find these two guys frozen in ice, 300 years later. So
yeah. What's the Eugene O'Neill play about?
I don't even know. I've never read it. Let's see. Okay, the work tells the story of a number of alcoholic dead-enders who live together in a flop house above a saloon, and what happens to them when the most outwardly successful of them embraces sobriety and reveals that he has been on the run after murdering his wife. Wow. It sounds good.
Yeah.
We should read it. So yeah, I guess it's probably one of those things where
is he
it wasn't
successful
called that
because he murdered his wife?
Well, in the description on Wikipedia, it says the most outwardly than with quotes successful of them embraces sobriety and reveals that he has been on the run after murdering his beloved wife.
Like this guy's doing so well. He's like, going, watching
drinking,
whatever movie he wants.
Killed by shit wife.
He's just doing what he wants when he wants. He's doing so great. He's married, but he's doing so great. Oh, he killed his wife. Oh, no.
Oh.
You guys thinking two more each?
I think we've hit 13. So whatever you guys are comfortable, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess that would get us about to 20, wouldn't it? So, yeah, sure.
I think we gotta... Yeah.
What?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, ready? It's my turn, right?
It is.
Okay.
You got one? Oh, no.
Is this bad? I haven't seen it.
No, but I'm just reading the names in the cast. I have no idea what the movie's like.
Yeah. What you said?
There's been another murder.
Found her last night. This one of your missing persons?
That could be. She's late teens, maybe early 20s.
She's not missing anymore.
Hey, it's Hank.
What do you make of this?
Ever try to saw a bone with a flat blade? Say someone tried to remove her head.
Any connection to the Jane Doe? When are you going to admit there's somebody taking these girls?
It's not a first time. He's done it before. He'll do it again.
I can't get these off.
8 girls in the last 2 years. There's not one lead except her. Cindy Paulson. She got away. Why don't you just start at the beginning?
He brought me to his place. He called it his den. It was more of attention.
Why isn't this guy on our list?
Oh, hey, Bobby.
Hey, it's a Con Air
He's
reunion.
an upstanding citizen.
I have testimony from a witness who
She's a prostitute that refused a polygraph. It's a dead end.
She's not your problem. She's not our kid.
Well, she's someone's. We're looking for a white male, early 40s, history of sexual assault, and avid hunter. That's handsome.
I need physical evidence.
We're reopening the case. This guy did it, and they let him get away with it. Oh, my God. He's gonna dump it all. Did you panic when you killed them? Yeah. You had their blood all over your hands. I didn't do that.
I need more.
Or he's gonna walk. I'm gonna see if you have the guts to be honest.
You think you can threaten me? Mom, you don't have any idea who I am.
I promise nothing's going to happen to you.
Look, he's going to take me. Help me, please.
Have you seen her? Have you seen this girl? He won't stop, and we know who he is. Drop the gun! Have you ever seen anybody do anything like this before?
What a weird line to end on.
Yeah. That seems like a movie that had been made in like 1997 to be fucking huge.
Yeah, but instead they're
The
like,
90s.
this one's going to Redbox.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you could just tell by the quality of the text, right? I mean, like, it has that slightly cheaper look to it, the titles. You know? And plus, those guys were majorly slumming it then, and kind of still are, both of them. But, well, now Nick Cage chooses some interesting projects, but it was an interesting trailer. It seemed very, you know, if it's based on a true story. Yes, well, of course it is, because it was, yeah.
50 Cent is in this movie. Where's Jackson?
Oh my god! Produced by? Is he in it too? Yeah, he is. Look at that. Jeez. I just said produced by because I saw his name there first, but well, that's weird. It says produced by Curtis Jackson, starring 50 Cent. So does he? It's funny. But you know what? 50 Cent's in tons of these movies too. These straight-to-video movies. Cusack, 50 Cent.
I'm gonna say
Thomas Jane.
Like, obviously, it seems pretty basic, right? It seems very shallow and like kind of paint by numbers. But for some reason, I do want to see it because I feel like the dynamic between Nicolas Cage and John Cusack is interesting to me.
Yeah.
So, like, for as what a trailer does, like, I mean, it's a fine trailer, but it does seem so. I don't think tropic is the word, but it just seems so basic, you know.
Yes.
Like that, like it doesn't have to be based on a true. You know, if it's based on a true story, sure, but
it is.
It could be the true story of like, yeah, a guy murdered some girls.
Yeah,
like that could be how loose it is. But
it also looks like one
of
those. It looks like one of those Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd movies. You know what I
For
mean?
real,
They're
for
like
real.
all the, you know. So, but yes, and by the way, when we were like, is it based on something? It is, and I said, well, of course it is, because it got submitted tonight. And then someone in chat says you can submit out topic movies, so maybe it's not based on real life. I'm off topic most of the time. No.
Well, no, it said based on a true story.
Right. And that's what I was saying. Well, because I said, is this based on a true story? And then I said out loud to myself, oh, of course it is, because it got submitted. And somebody responded to me in chat and said, well, but you can submit off-topic movies. Like,
I mean, people do.
People do, but they don't win.
So
anyways, I like what Nate was saying, though. You know, I agree with you.
The context says, filmed right here in my home state of Alaska. Nick Cage, Cusack, Hank from Breaking Bad, and the guy, Sam, who my girlfriend cheated on me with. The guy, Sam, or this guy, Sam, who my girlfriend cheated on me with. Okay.
Not me. I wasn't in that movie.
That wasn't Sam.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't say anything in the context of a true story, but you said in the trailer they said based on a true story. But yeah, I mean, it looks so ultimately forgettable, and I'm just in such a mid-hunt mindset that like I'm like, oh, this is one that you know, I want to watch on
Gotta
stream.
Be mid, right?
Let's see.
Oh, gotta be. Are you checking it?
Yeah, it looks like somebody has already checked. I have it on streamer mode, so it might be Pop-Tart. It is, it got a 6.4 and an audience score of 50, so it's right in the fucking strike zone there.
Someone just did it. Oops, I just did it again.
Yeah, he did it again, yeah. The mid check bot, I would say, if you're a fan of Trailer Boys, I run a channel on Nate Blackest, and we do a lot of mid-hunts. So a lot of these movies that are kind of like, meh, we'll definitely watch on watch parties. We have a really fucking awesome Discord right now for the hobby of watching mid movies, and a bunch of people stream on there. And so it's not just me. It's not like it's my...
You got a good Discord community going.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not my community. It's just straight up about like watching mid movies. We got some.
I didn't say which. I said you as in
I do want to point out, like, we do have some mid-merch coming out soon to show you any of these. Timmy, you may have remembered this. We watched the Elvira trailer, and this is straight up from the Elvira trailer. It's not in the movie at all. It's a glitter sticker. It says Weird Romance.
Didn't those guys we know make that movie about the mid-merch? It's called Mid-Merch.
Mismarch.
Mid-Merch.
Yeah.
You pull a muscle on that stretch?
Here's a hollow sticker.
It was
see that one?
What? So what are we talking about still? Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. And then in honor of a new toy movie launch, like Mattel. Yeah.
I think that's either going to be good or bad, though. I don't think that movie's going to be mid.
No, but I mean, it's
a great logo. That's amazing. That's really
so,
good.
These are.
Will you
are
send
be
me
a
like
sticker pack.
4,000 of those? Because the real Calvin pissing stickers are still a hot item out in places like this.
Yeah.
And it'd be amazing to go around one night with a flashlight and a mask, ski mask, and just and a scraper, and just fucking change rednecks shit up.
Yeah, well, these will be on the Misery Loves website soon, and they'll be very short run. We're just testing out the website to see what we can do about it.
I'm gonna buy all the Calvin stickers. So
you got to make a website that you go to it, and this is what it opens with. Except he's looking at a sticker book. You can't see it.
I can't.
It's the Miss March poster where it's Trevor and Zach.
Hey, what do we want to give this movie points? Because it's coming up on 3 hours. So let's.
Here, I was gonna give it nothing.
Back into it.
Just because of how generic it was, but then when I heard that the person who submitted it got their girlfriend stolen by someone from this movie, I'm like, they should get something out of this. 2 points.
And I like it. I liked it. There's something. It was generic, but I think it's the Cage and Cusack factor for sure. And Alaska's cool. Yeah, I'll give it. I'm gonna give it. I'll give it 1. I think it wasn't super hot for it, so I'll give it 1.
Okay.
If the person that stole your girlfriend was named Timmy, I might have given it 2.
So it looks like chat went on the downside of this. This only gets 1 point from chat. I thought it was 2 at 1.
Oof.
So that's 5 points.
Their team girlfriend.
Going to Danis.
Sorry, Danis. Everyone sided with your girlfriend in the breakup.
It keeps throwing me off that you two can high five in person.
Yeah. I saw you guys doing that. I was like, wait, what? What?
Yeah, the rare time the brothers are in the same room and we haven't had the double dragon bump. I know. Yeah. I was feeling it in The Town That Feared Sundown, but maybe we have a few more chances left.
Okay, whose turn is it?
Sam's.
Okay.
Okay. Oh crap! The one I wanted to look at was at the end, and now it's. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, fuck! They submitted it late, but I wanted to do this one.
It's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. When you played Star 80, I thought I hadn't seen it, so I thought you were going to play that one.
All right.
26 could be interesting. Just throwing it out there because I was looking at that one too.
I'll go with one that was mentioned earlier tonight in the stream. Here's this window.
Oh, it's down here.
Oh yeah, I was actually going to pick this one.
See this thing I got?
Cool.
Nice.
Corporal, what I'm about to tell you cannot leave this room.
Oh, you could have said any other movie.
The Corps has developed a new code based on the Navajo language that could very well win this war. There's only a few men in the world who can speak this code, and we're going to pair you up with one of them. Your mission is to keep your code talker alive. But should he fall into enemy hands, your mission is to protect the code at all costs.
Oh shit, I guess we're on an actor,
Yes, sir. I do.
Is that Lucius Malfoy?
Yeah.
Yep, Jason Isaacs.
It's funny that they're like, from the maker of Mission Impossible 2, your mission.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
Should you choose to
Also,
accept
it's like, you could have mentioned any of his many classic Chinese movies or fucking Face Off, which had your main actor in it? Hello?
Yeah. But not the
Face Off
worst
is-
movie of a franchise?
Yeah, well, yeah, and the worst movie of his filmography, probably, you know.
Well, they, granted, this is 2001. That, at that point, was the second best movie of the franchise.
My daughter even acknowledges that 2 is bad. She's like, it was just so much explosions and like doves and too much love story. And I was like, man, if a 10-year-old can figure this shit out.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you hear that, people? His daughter thought that, and his daughter is a fucking idiot.
I enjoyed the new one though. Did you see it yet, Sam?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's 3 hours long, almost, but it definitely feels like a part 1 of something. But it's good.
Oh, you did see
Wind
it?
Talkers, yeah. That's why I didn't do the show last week. Oh, we didn't do a show last week. Yeah,
Did you like
Mission
it?
Impossible. Yeah. It's a good time. I personally like 5 and 6 better, but 7 is still in that same kind of mode, and it's good, man. There's some great shit in it. I definitely want to see it again. You know.
Would you like? Where would you put the first one in your rankings? Like number 1, like the best one?
Top 3, probably at least. I'd probably say number 1, but then I really like 5 and 6. I think they're a good duology, you know, which is Rogue Nation and Fallout. And 4 is pretty good. 3 is good. A lot of people like 3 a lot. I like 3, but I like 5 and 6 better.
I don't like that they 86'd a character that was played by a very good actor, and I was like, this will be really good in the long run, but they just didn't he didn't last through the movie.
Which film are we discussing?
3, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, but he was the villain though.
Yeah, but I mean, there's another villain that's made it through like 4 movies.
No, you're wrong on that. So he was in 5, and then he made it into 6, and then you haven't seen him again. You mean the guy with the glasses?
The guy who
talks like
Ian
this,
Curtis.
Ethan.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that's the
Sean
guy. Yeah,
something.
he's only in 2 movies, and that was like a 2-parter kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, that was.
But I
it's
get what
funny
you're
that they're
saying,
back
though.
to back in 2-parters.
But Nate,
They
I'm
didn't
not
call Fallout and Rogue Nation 2-parters.
Sean Harris, thank
Right.
you, Deja.
Yeah, but well,
The real
Nate,
villain was fentanyl.
I agree with you to a point, but also it's like, because sometimes like they shouldn't kill off villains, but in that with Mission Impossible 3, it's like, well, we don't really know what's going to happen after this. You know what I mean?
True.
So
Yeah.
But anyways,
I did see this one movie, and I think it was that same character was in the movie, and he was kind of like hanging out at home in England, and he was bored and watching a cartoon, and then he hung himself. And then the guys that he was in a band with made a band called New Order.
Same character, though.
Same character.
yeah. A 24-hour Fallout, people.
And they resurrected him like it was fucking Fast and the Furious for Rogue Nation. You're like, I didn't even know he was a spy. I thought he was a singer in a band this whole time.
Also,
And
the way
then-
they catch him in Rogue Nation is so fucking badass.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might
Rogue
be my
Nation's subtly the fucking coolest. I don't know.
dude, the swimming shit is so good, and he fucking did it, you know? Like, that part rolls, and then it goes immediately into a terrific fucking motorcycle chase.
Yeah, the motorcycle chase is really, really good.
Yeah.
And Rebecca Ferguson is fucking kick ass in that too.
Oh, dude, and Fallout. I mean, and she's in the new one too. But
also,
it's
so the
No, go
intro. Sorry to interrupt. The record store intro thing.
Yes.
So good.
And the airplane thing. Although the intro to Fallout rules too, with the Wolf
Yeah.
Blitzer thing, that rules. And,
Yeah.
and the fourth one is good too, the Brad Bird one, because there's that great bit in it where they sneak into the Kremlin and they have that crazy ass like video screen thing they move down the hallway with.
Yeah, that's
and then
really
they fake
funny.
the drips of water. Like,
Yeah,
that one's
and
a great
the
one
Kremlin
too.
explosion's great too.
Yeah, there's really no wrong. There's only one wrong answer to what's the best Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I was just talking to my brother David about this. I mean, I think every fan of the series agrees on that, But which brings us back into what we're supposed to be talking about: John Woo, Wind Talkers. It was an all right trailer, but it was very just kind of standard, I thought too. It's a really cool topic. Yeah, I'll give it 1 point.
Yeah,
but it's a really badass topic because it's really cool how they're like, well, hey, those people that live here that we fucked over? Well, Germany doesn't have those. So what if we use their language?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, the story, like the structure, like, hey, hey, what about a movie about this? It's like, cool, done. Yeah. But then the trailer, you're like, this is...
Have you ever seen the movie?
No, I haven't.
There's some cool... I haven't seen the whole thing, but there were some cool sequences in it.
Well, John Woo, baby. It is weird to have John Woo direct, like, the whole... Everything about the production seems very disconnected, Yeah. But anyways, I'll give it 1.
Is that
Nate gives it 1.
Yeah, I'll give it 1.
What number was that up here?
So let's... I can tell you because I was going to pick it. It's not it's
down a little bit.
It's Lou Reed. There you go.
Lou Reed getting 3 points.
Oh, okay. Now it's my turn, and I didn't look yet. Oh God. Okay. Ooh, yes, great. I feel like we've maybe seen this trailer for something else before, but it fits this one.
After 20 years, you analyze a lot.
Really quiet.
You remember people, heroism, the miracle of the Andes, that's what they called it. To be affronted by solitude without decadence or a single material thing to prostitute it elevates you to a spiritual plane where I felt the presence of God. Now there's the God they taught me about at school. And there is the God that's hidden by what surrounds us in this civilization.
Are we supposed to fly that close to the mountains?
That's the God I met on the mountain. We were brought together by a grand experience.
What the fuck was the end of that? That was like from a videotape or something? Anyways, yeah, that was a good trailer. That was intense. That is so loud now. That was intense, right?
Yeah. I feel like we have seen a trailer from that movie before, but I don't think we've seen that trailer. That was such a...
Well, Baka says it was the... Sorry, go ahead.
Such a cool stylized trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I forgot Johnny Malks was in that thing.
Yeah.
Creepy, and Ethan Hawke. I saw it once years and years ago. Lobaka says it was from the Snow episode. That makes sense. But that was a better trailer than the other one, for sure. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ethan Hawke was in it.
Yeah.
I
remember it being a good movie.
Actors, yeah, I'm sure it is. I saw it when I was like 13.
Milk Me Daddy.
It's been a long time. Milk Me Daddy. Is this an old movie? Depends on your definition.
1993, yeah.
That's 30 years old.
Which, to me, is a very new movie. New releases. Yeah. I remember at the time, it was like, it was a hard R. Which is like, I remember people who like, it was getting treated like it was like an NC-17 movie.
Yeah, because
of the cannibalism. And it was just basically like, if you were under 18, you couldn't get into the movie theater.
I love that trailer. I think that was a very unique trailer.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really see a lot of stuff like that. You understand what's going on, but the whole voiceover, Malcolm was talking about God, like, it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Sorry for saying it that way. Tack Ship said that's not what that means anymore. So saying it was a hard R.
Too Much Television says, my Spanish teacher showed us that movie, and I still remember it like 15 years later. If my Spanish teacher showed me a movie about a plane crash where everybody ate each other, I'd remember that too, because I'd be like, fucking why?
It's funny how your Spanish teacher showed you a movie where everyone eats each other and everyone's like okay with it, and then some teacher in Florida shows some movie where someone has a guy has a boyfriend. It's a cartoon, and they're like, "Fucking fire her already!"
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Also, do they speak Spanish in the movie?
No, I don't think so. But they're in Peru, or I think right.
I think they're Argentine. I think it's an Argentinian soccer team,
okay.
but like, I don't think they spoke Spanish in the movie.
No, I think it's all in English.
You're right.
I don't think you had a good Spanish teacher. How many movies did you watch in Spanish
This stars
class?
the famous Spanish. This stars the famous Latin actor John Malkovich.
Yeah,
Ethan.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I would give this 2 points, but also I want to point out that like I would give this a bonus point because a lot of times we'll see trailers we've seen before, and this is a new trailer for something we have seen before. So I'm like I think this is dope.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
I mean, do you think it's dope?
I think it's dope.
I think it's dope. I'm down.
We missed.
No, I intentionally missed.
So 5 from us, right?
Nate, give me 5. Timmy, right here. Some good green.
Oh my god. Grimward says y'all be fisting. Yeah. Y'all be fisting.
That's a solid 6 from us, and chat has given it on the buzzer 3 points.
Whoa, exactly.
That's crazy. So that's 9 buckaroos. Just kidding, you don't get money from this. But 9 points to the Geeky Chica.
Geeky Chica, 9 points.
Good work, Geek Cheek, because that's on the top of the pile right now.
All right, next up.
So this will be your last one then. Yeah. Last one for you. We each get one each now. And then we're done. So I got to find one more.
Within a lifetime, no single encounter can compare with the reality of terror. An international nightmare. A worldwide tragedy.
Wow.
An actual event. At 4:09 on the morning of September 5th, 1972, during the games of the 20th Olympiad, a band of Arab terrorists captured and held prisoner 11 Israeli athletes.
They control an armed fortress.
I just want to get my brothers out of jail. For 21 hours at Munich.
2 points for me.
The world watched,
of him.
waited, and only now can we see what really happened.
We know we are dead men.
The demands and deadlines.
Now, each hour will cost them one hostage.
The broken negotiation.
You said you didn't want to kill. You didn't say you didn't want to talk.
The final outcome.
No more talking.
Filmways presents the motion picture suspense experience of the year.
I have no intention of letting them leave
Franco
Germany.
Nero.
Chief of Security. Olympic
Oh,
villain,
William Holden? Hell
spokesman and
yeah.
leader. Arab terrorists. Special agent. Olympic police. General. Israeli security forces. And Chancellor. Republic of West Germany. In 21 hours at Munich. the film that reveals what really happened.
We're flying you to Furstenfeldbruck by helicopter at 9 o'clock. Have your hostages ready.
The most exciting recreation of an actual event you will ever see, filmed on the exact location where each event took place. The story of an act of international terrorism that no one could stop. This is the motion picture suspense experience of the year. 21 hours at Munich. A shocking exposure of total terror.
Good trailer.
Did they say they shot all the parts at the scenes that they actually happened in?
Yeah.
That seems
That's wild.
That's the most shocking part of that.
Yeah. Now that is the same story that Spielberg later turned into the movie Munich, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the jumping off point of Munich. His movie was more about like the aftermath.
Oh, because his movie was the Mossad guys go after the people that were behind this. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool though, man. And then I saw Franco Nero's eyes, and I was like, I'm all in.
And Franco Nero is playing. They said the word Arab.
I guess. I mean,
no, wasn't he the?
It seemed like he was playing the police guy.
The police, yeah. Or like the
maybe he's undercover or something.
Or
the way I was reading it in the trailers, he was like the head of the terrorists.
I thought he was
like that too.
Like a secret agent kind of guy, or maybe not.
Yeah, they said the secret agent when they showed his character. They said the secret agent. Yeah, it was kind of confusing, but that looks great. I thought that trailer was really good. Because it didn't, they showed a lot of the true story, but they also didn't, play with the plot too much, and more just kind of showed you the kind of movie you're going to see, I thought. And it was action packed. I liked how at the end when they were cutting to the different close-ups of people's faces. I don't know. I liked it.
The one part I did think was odd was like how much they were selling like the entertainment and action value of it, but it's like, a pretty fucked up situation and a true story. And this happened. This movie is from '76. When did the actual Munich hostage crisis happen?
72.
So that's.
So it was made pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's based on a book from 1975, so it was like boom, boom, boom. And this was a TV film. It was shown on ABC.
Like,
which, that was part of a grand tradition of taking very recent, spicy current events and turning them into TV films, as quickly as possible. Yeah.
I have a question that might be a little spicy. This question is for people who know about spy stuff and espionage and maybe undercover stuff. Stop it.
Do you want me to fix that?
Yeah. But did the CIA or any agency like that, like when like putting people undercover, ever mess around with like brown face?
Maybe.
And I feel like that's something that they would like not do well and figure out like, right. We can't do that.
I'm sure they tried, but at the same time, it's like pretty obvious.
Yeah, totally.
Where you're like, so you seem like a white guy wearing some kind of makeup.
No, I'm definitely a terrorist. Rawr.
Like Soul Man's not a convincing movie, like.
No.
Yeah, just like George H.W. Bush in the early 80s, head of the CIA's, watched that movie like, that's how we should do it.
Oh yeah, Team America, they did it. Yeah, but I wonder if
yeah.
I mean, they would have had to. And the funny thing is, like, the guy that has to go out there, like the analyst that's like, no, it looks good. Yeah, you're good for your mission. And the guy's like, you sure? Is it play? And the guy's like, yeah, it plays, man. Like, you're fine. At least I'm not going out there, like he's putting it all on this other guy. And like his mustache fell off. He got shot. It's like he couldn't even grow a mustache. Yeah.
Just, I don't know. Frankenmuir made me think of it. Sorry. Cool. It's my turn, right?
I just went. No, Nate just went.
Did we do the points?
Did we do the points?
Oh,
no, we didn't do the points.
Chat gave it 2.
Oh wow, Chat just barely.
I'm giving it 2.
Yeah, I give it 2. Pretty straightforward.
Samuel.
Yeah, I'll give it 2.
So that is 7.
5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 7 points going to Silent Tally.
All righty.
That means Silent Tally is creeping up on Flanja.
Okay.
You know what? There's an interesting one.
I think they're all interesting, Nate, because I like all of our viewers.
Aaron, then. That's funny because there was a different one in there then.
This is I didn't see this originally, and I was like, oh, we should watch this because we just watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna watch. I
think we have seen that one though. The one I'm talking about.
There's this one.
Oh, what is that?
There is this one. I was thinking.
I'd rather see something I don't know anything about.
Have we ever watched this one?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll watch this one. It's definitely a different vibe than what we watched.
Oh, I was just looking at that one.
Help me.
Just came by to say hi, make sure that everything's up to snuff. And we're going to need a drug screen.
Excuse me?
It's a formality in the business.
So do you want blood or urine?
I think urine would be fine. And we'll see you outside, okay? Have fun.
Thanks. Hello, dear. Hi, Mama.
No, you see, she's exactly like me when I was her age.
What I'm doing, I feel like I belong.
Film after film. I never stopped working.
I know how to
it was
do
very,
that.
very good therapy for me after my divorce and my miscarriages.
Good times and bum times, I've seen them all in my dear.
Ever since I was about 7, I wanted to be you. Bart does you in his drag show.
I am still here.
How would you like to have Joan Crawford for a mother?
Oh,
or Lana Turner?
These are the options.
Said bellhop, my people plays guitar.
Are you sure I didn't sleep with you?
Sleep? Yeah.
I was with him Saturday night. That's 2 girls in one day. Yeah, that's just the ones we know about. You said you loved me.
I meant it at the time.
Well, what is it, a viral love? Kind of a 24-hour thing?
Never let him see you ache. That's what Mr. Mayor used to say. Or was it ass? Never let him see your ass.
You know, you were a lot more fun when you were loaded. No!
Relax, they're blank.
I don't get your generation's humor half the time.
Remember my 17th birthday party when you lifted your skirt up in front of all those people?
did not lift
including
my
that guy
skirt.
Michael.
It twirled up!
And you weren't wearing any underwear.
Well,
Meryl Streep, Shirley MacLaine, in a Mike Nichols film.
Oh, Lowell, I'm sorry.
Postcards from the Edge.
Help me.
Have you guys ever seen that?
No.
Do you know who that's about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who wrote that? Yeah. It's about Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds, which is funny because to have Shirley MacLaine play Debbie Reynolds, where they were like contemporaries, you know.
Right.
And yeah, Debbie Reynolds, obviously Carrie Fisher's mom.
Yeah, who died 3 days after her daughter died.
Yeah.
That was such a bumski.
I wonder, is Dennis Quaid supposed to be Harrison Ford in that?
Could be. You know, she supposedly had an affair with him on the set of the first movie.
Yeah. That's good casting.
Yeah.
Like, if at that time you had to cast the actor Harrison Ford, you know, Dennis Quaid is good choice.
The assassination of Jesse James by the actor Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, man. As far as the trailer goes, it was fun. You know, it was a fun trailer. I actually would give that 2 points, I think, you know. It was like Sam said before he played it, very different from everything else we've gotten, you know. And it was good. Yeah. I think it definitely, I haven't read Postcards from the Edge. I've read some of Carrie Fisher's other books, and it definitely has her tone. Like, the trailer got her tone, you know.
Do you know what about that trailer that like really gets me is like since I originally saw this on TV, the trailer for this, or maybe in movie theaters back then, you know, this is like early forming memories. I always remember the end of the trailer where she kind of shrugs.
Yes, me too.
And
I remember seeing it as a kid.
love the effect that has. I think it's so funny. It's like, because you're totally buying into the whole kind of hanging off the building effect, and then the kind of like attitude of like, it's such a good like visual metaphor for what that movie is.
What she's going through. Yeah, for sure.
So 2 points from me.
2 for me. Nate?
I liked it. I thought it was funny. I think it was maybe one of the funnier ones I've seen. I don't really have any reason. It still feels kind of, you know, back and forth to me, but I'm going to err on the side of 2 points.
So 5 from us. Looks like only 2 from Chad.
Okay.
So 7.
7.
We got some?
From Lobaka.
Oh,
Lobaka
good.
Lobaka had a lot of good submissions, so I'm glad they're getting 7 from.
Yeah. And then I'm the last one. This is the last trailer, and it sounds weird. Hopefully it's good to go out on. So let's check it out. Joe Bob says, check it out. Oh, fuck yeah.
Chill out, Atlantic.
Yeah, dude, we don't even know who you are.
Who do you think you are? Yeah.
Please, God, don't bury me.
In 1974, a series of shocking incidents inspired a media circus.
There's a revolution going on in this country.
At 11:45 this morning, there was a bank robbery at the First Hibernia Bank of San Francisco. Witnesses
But what actually happened could only have been known by one person.
What are you gonna do to me?
Take off your blindfold.
Now, 14 years later,
There's a reason
her
for that.
story is about to be told.
Welcome. You're now a guerrilla fighter in the Symbionese Liberation Army.
Patty Hearst.
I finally figured out what my crime was. I lived. Big mistake.
Patty Hearst. A Marvin Worth production of a film by Paul Schrader, starring Natasha Richardson.
Paul Schrader.
Screenplay by Nicholas Kazan.
Cool. That was a cool trailer. It was way different.
That was a very cool trailer, yeah. I was thinking about this recently. Do you think like Paul Schrader might be like one of the coolest directors right now? Because like guys like Martin Scorsese are kind of basic, like if you're like, oh, I really like Martin Scorsese movies, it's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
You
who
should
doesn't?
watch some movies, yeah.
But Schrader's like, it does feel like you got to know a little bit about what's going on, if you're gonna get into Paul Schrader.
And he and his movies, like the cool thing is like they take swings, like they're like they're not all good. It's not like and they're not like bad because he's not like trying something. He's like always trying something.
Which is, and that's what I'm always looking for in a movie. And when I watch a movie, if I feel like they did what they were trying to do, I'll probably give it 4 or 5 stars on Letterboxd. You know what I mean? And like, if they're like any Paul Schrader movie, even the ones that don't work, it's still like, well, okay, he's trying something. The most recent one of his I saw was First Reformed, which I thought was great. But he made like one of those. Great. He made one of those direct-to-video Nick Cage movies. Like it was Nick Cage, and I think
is it Dog Eat Dog?
Yeah, it's Nick Cage and Willem Dafoe, isn't it?
Oh.
And it's like a direct-to-video, oh no, it's Dying of the Light.
Lubaka makes a point. I'm not sure you can really champion Schrader while knocking Scorsese, since Scorsese has Taxi Driver as one of his big ones, and Schrader wrote Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think Sam was knocking Scorsese at all. And
you can, though. You can't always. You can like the Beatles and hate Ringo,
Right. And also, I don't think Sam was knocking Scorsese.
I'm just saying that
he did say he was basic.
Yeah, he's basic.
Yeah. But
I mean, being
I felt like what you were saying was liking Scorsese's basic, because everybody likes at least some of his stuff. Exactly.
Yeah, I've never seen any of these movies from 2022 to 1992. So the last 30 years of Paul Schrader directed movies, I have not seen a single one.
You haven't seen First Reformed?
First Reformed is really good.
I do love Ethan Hawke, though. It's on my list.
Yeah. Well, that's a really good Ethan Hawke movie.
Mishima, A Life in 4 Chapters is a very overlooked one. 1985.
I didn't
see Hardcore. I've never
seen.
I want to see Hardcore.
I've seen part of Hardcore. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's such
Turn
a
it
great
off. Turn it off.
George C. Scott.
George C. Scott finds out his daughter's doing porn. So he well, no, his kid goes missing. He goes to California, and then she finds out she's been involved in pornography. It's kind of almost like a prequel to 8mm, only better, But anyways, but that trailer was interesting. It was kind of like that other one. I forget the movie that kind of had a documentary feel. Oh, The Town That Dreaded Sundown. And then and yeah, I like that you didn't see Ving Rhames, but they made it very obvious that Ving Rhames is in it. But this was made before he was a big deal. Probably, I think it's from the 80s. So
yeah.
Anyways, I would give that. Did we already do the points on this? No.
2 points.
2 points from me.
I'm gonna give it 1 point. It didn't really do much for me.
Okay. Well, sometimes you're just completely fucking wrong. So 4 from us, 3
You're
from
a bad
Shat.
person.
Exactly. I'm glad you saved that, so you can remind yourself how
That
you're
is
a bad person.
That is appropriate, Nate. You're right.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
I'll eat anything once.
It's true. So that's 7 points to Away Stork Away, and that wraps her up. You want to sort by points, please, Nart? We'll get the chart made. There's a lot. Whoa. What do you think, guys? There's 3
Eights
eights
and
and a
nines?
9. We just do 8s and 9s?
3
Yeah.
8s and 9s, yeah.
Nate, you ready? You want me to tell you the names?
Hold on 1 sec. Yes, please, Timmy.
Okay. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. 8 seconds. And alive.
The town that deaded sundown.
Oh, they just deaded it. So, oh.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm not sure if I can do the show next week. I'm here on vacation. It's always fun when we do shows together, but it's also like kind of a waste if I, miss out on fun vacation stuff I can do.
Yeah.
Well,
I can do it next
stream
week.
I can do any week.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we should save the tournament. I don't know.
Well, you had another idea that wasn't.
So yeah. Well, yeah. The what I meant by the tournament was the draft.
Why don't you explain what your idea was?
So here's my idea, and there's 2 ways we can do this. We can. The basic idea is, I've seen. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and it's fun sometimes when people draft things, when they draft lists and stuff like that. So I was thinking it would be fun if we did a trailer draft where everyone submitted trailers and me, Timmy, and Nate actually competed at picking trailers. So we would have 7 categories.
Mm-hmm.
And we would pick trailers to be on our team in a snake draft fashion. And we wouldn't see them till we picked them.
Do we watch the trailers?
We watch the trailers on the show. And then at the end, everyone votes on who has the best team of trailers.
Like who has the best film festival?
Yeah. So
if you were going to go and watch them or something.
Or the best assortment of trailers. Okay. And so there's 2 ways I think we could do this. One way could be we could do it blind, no titles, just descriptions.
How do you mean?
Like in that the people submitting the trailers only submit just
they
description,
only submit context, but no
context, no titles,
like
so
that.
We don't know what the names of it are going to be. And what I think the way to do it is have we could have 6 categories, and then have a 7th category as a wild card category, so it could be any category. And people submit trailers, and they would submit what categories their trailer would fit in, and a context for the trailer.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
My only thing, I like the idea of having it blind where there's no title in it, but at the same time, it's it's on the submitters to give juicy context, and they could also fuck us, and be like, hey, this is the craziest trailer. And at the same time, it's we could be like, oh, I want this movie. So if we see the titles of something and be like, oh, I want this movie in my thing, and then you play it, it happens to us a bunch where we're like, oh, I love this movie, and then the trailer sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm that's my thing against
no, but that's the game. Sometimes you get burned.
Get burned by the trailer. I'm saying get burned by chat that's fucking with this isn't as fun for me being like, oh, I really want to play, the Dragon, the Bruce Lee story trailer, and then it's a shitty trailer, and I'm like, fuck, I thought it would be good.
But maybe we know, maybe it's Abby Sally isn't to be trusted. I think that already, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
So, Silent is only one trailer per submitter, or can we submit for different categories?
Submit for different categories. Yeah.
And I think you said 7, but I think 6 might be...
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6
7,
probably better.
5 even, because I feel 7 each, that's going to be a lot, especially if it's like a new theme. It may take us a while to get the
5. So like 4 categories. We would say like probably action as a category, horror as a category,
Whores
comedy
category.
as a category,
titty movies.
Maybe
it's right there.
Yeah, titty movies, and then wild card.
Wild card can't be. It should be a clear, defined genre.
Yo, right now in the votes, we got a tie, and only 34 people have voted, and there's 140 people watching. So get in there, bitches, and vote.
I have to pray on this slight against my sister wife. But like Sam was saying, he's not confirmed that he's going to be available next week. So it's not like we would do this next week if he's not
right,
here.
It might be
so
a little bit. Yeah.
We may just want to pick like a regular category theme.
Oh, we came up with a really good category theme.
Part 3. Okay, what, Sam?
Timmy, you'll like this, is past their prime.
Oh. Yeah.
Like big actors in movies that have like they're on the downhill, like that fucking Nick Cage movie we watched the trailer for tonight.
Yeah, it's like a movie where you're like, why is this guy in this movie? Because they used to be huge, but it's going to be a movie after like, a movie that you're like, what? Not like a good movie that after they were peak, but something you're like, why are they in this?
Exactly. So this, which we watched 2 weeks ago, and I ordered. Richard Harris is in it, like major British actor. Then he got better again after this and was in Gladiator and played Dumbledore. Then he died. But like he was at a low point and made this Italian Rambo ripoff, So that's the kind of thing.
Yeah, low points.
Yeah, So
I think that's a good category.
And so what if it's like a bad movie somebody was in while they were a big star? It was just one bad movie, but we're talking about like on a downturn of their entire
slumming.
career.
Slumming it.
I would say that I would say that like Outliers isn't really what would count, but like what does count is like, oh, their career isn't doing well. Like there's that period in John Travolta's career after Look Who's Talking, but before Pulp Fiction, where he was like in like shit. Just because he like kind of peaked after that. Yeah. Now anything, but like just because he peaked after that doesn't mean that it's the same as when someone's like doing a good movie and they randomly do a bad movie.
Right. It's just like what I mentioned with Richard Harris. Like they can have a fallow period in between good periods. Nick Cage would be one that I think would be tricky because the guy was making a lot of movies to pay taxes, but also fucking throwing a dartboard quality wise. He'd do something like that generic looking Frozen Ground movie, and then like the next year do Port of Call New Orleans, and then he'd do like some other generic schlock and then do Mandy. So he was like doing cool shit and weird shit. And so that one, Nick Cage would be hard to do, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you did like maybe early 2000s.
Oh yeah, it is definitely tough with that guy because it is like sometimes you're like, oh, it's like performance art.
Yeah,
that he's doing this bad movie.
There's some actors where I'm like, I don't think they've done this yet. Brad Pitt, probably not. I don't think Harrison Ford ever did.
No, not really. No.
Bruce Willis has a huge body of work like that, and it's for an unfortunate reason we found out. But that's an example.
Does the new Indiana Jones count? Funny.
Why? Because
Lydia Petunia, get bent, okay?
She's very antagonistic towards us. I don't
very
think
antagonistic towards me, apparently.
No, she was no, dude. Other nights she's been guns aimed at me the whole time. So I don't think she likes whitest kids. I think she's actually like a I think she's like a fan of like The State or Almost Live, and she's in here to start shit with us.
Yeah, she's an SCTV person. Apparently, go watch their Twitch stream.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, they're famous or dead. They don't have Twitch streams. Okay, so now we got a
Did I trash women?
I don't know. I mean,
when did
probably.
I trash women tonight?
I'm just kidding. I doubt it.
You slighted Abby Sally.
Oh.
She said you don't trust women. She's
she's only defending my honor against Sam's allegations. No.
Sam's against
I'm
Christmas
saying
women?
Nate knows not to trust her because
I believe
they have
women,
like
though.
a thing.
Dark Bastard says, "Oh shit, SCTV has one." Oh, he's lost another fan to SCTV.
Right. SCTV.
Dave Thomas.
All right.
So the winner is
Town That
the
Dreaded
Town That
Sundown.
Dreaded Sundown, which is great because I fucking love that one.
Was
I
that
thought
the
was a
first
great one.
trailer? No.
It was in the
early.
first group. Yeah,
I think it was my second choice.
It was so early. It has me questioning, what are we doing here, guys?
Yeah. Diet Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, Diet
Great
Aubrey
work.
Plaza.
So she gets how many points now?
10 points.
10 points.
Hey, let's raid Frank Howley.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that. And so next week we're doing Past Their Prime.
Past their prime. Their Amazon Prime.
You know, Travolta's got another period of that now where he did like Gotti, and then the one about the guy that invented fast boats.
What, wasn't the one where he was like a...
Oh, I invented fast boats. Is that a real thing?
Look it up. Look it up.
There's one where he was
Fred
like
Durst,
a Russian...
there's that one. I'm thinking Fred Durst directed the one where he played the crazy fan guy, the stalker guy. Oh,
I just think it's funny. It's like they have canoes and rowboats, and they're like, if only there was a way.
Guys, we've been doing this wrong. Let's make him fast.
Oh, that's such a great point. Let me look it up because I know it sounds like I'm being silly or like being cutesy about it, but it's fucking straight up what it is. Trading Paint.
Left, but
no, not Trading Paint. Bye, Sam. Love you. Speed Kills. Speed Kills. Speedboat racing champion, a multimillionaire, Ben Aronoff. Okay, so maybe he didn't invent them. He races them though. But I was very close to the premise. And look, he's just so weird looking. Anyways, that's gonna be a fun category. What do you think, Nart?
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
So it's me and you, so that means we got to booze it up next week, right?
I was boozing up tonight too. I mean, Sam might be
ya?
here for it too. So,
well, let's get wasted and be angry with him if he is not. If
Yeah,
he shows
there you
up, if he shows up and like unexpectedly, like we weren't planning on, and he shows up, we got to be faced and be like, you don't know us, you don't belong here.
I can't tell. It says we have a raid in progress, but I don't see like the button. So I can't tell if we're raiding or not. Does anyone know?
I don't know.
How did Sam enter in the house? He's right here. He's on vacation. Good category. Lots of trailers tonight. Yeah, we did the damn thing. Nobody sees the raid. The raid was canceled. Let's see. Maybe Frank Howley signed off. Let me see.
No, he's still there. Ooh, he's playing Symphony of the Night. Yeah.
They make symphony-based.
Yeah, dude. Fucking the woke, the woke mob strikes again.
It says you already have a raid in progress. Please do raid.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Cancel raid. Unrecognized command. I don't know how to.
Why don't I just try and raid him from my? I got our thing open here.
Yeah, you can go for it.
You are already raiding Frank Howley, it says.
Huh.
So what the fuck?
Don't raid. No, I guess we're not raiding.
Yeah.
It says canceled further up in the chat. Yeah, I don't know why.
How do you cancel it again?
I don't know. Everyone, you can go check out Frank Howley. That's
Yeah.
HOWLEY, one word.
He's a
You
good
can
boy.
go- A manual raid. A manual release raid. Also, Away Stork Away is streaming childhood classics. That is an option. A member of Goobywood. It was good hanging with you. Good hanging Timmy.
Yeah.
Good show. Good show.
Hey,
Good category. When are you doing Midhunters, Nate? Tomorrow I will probably be doing either After Boys or Midhunters. So Mondays, sometimes we watch something that I'm like, I see on a Sunday. I'm like, I definitely have to see this. And we do it Monday. I don't know if anything really jumped out tonight, but we'll see. Tomorrow, usually around the same time, around 9-ish. So 9 p.m.-ish Eastern. And then Timmy is going to be streaming Zucchini Boys eventually.
Yes, eventually. There's a reason I haven't been doing it. It's because I don't like the way I look in front of a camera. But I think I'll be doing video games. I really want to start doing that again, and I think I'll probably do it this week sometime. So, in fact, I might, because I have my daughter all week, and then she goes on another trip. She's tripping it up this summer. Maybe I'll stream Tears of the King. Taking trips. She's not doing drugs. She's only 12. No drugs till she's 13. Anyways, but that means I'll have her Nintendo Switch. I don't know what Zelda Minish Cap means. I don't just do things people tell me to do, especially when they don't ask. I'm not a puppy. But I'll probably be streaming Tears of the Kingdom because I'll have it. So I'll probably do that. Could be fun. Anyways, okay. Are we done?
Stream more Timmy. Timmy game stream, please. I suggest. Sorry.
Just what I said. You didn't suggest, though. I hate that shit. When people say, you should do this. It just seems like I'm being told what to do. But, it's from a long time of, like, sometimes running into people in public, be like, dude, Timmy dance. I've had that happen. And it's like, no. Also, that involves me being in my underwear, and we're on the street. So, thank you, Guess the Man. Hey, now we're rating him. What the fuck?
It happens. Well,
all right, well, good.
Thanks, everyone, for hanging out.
Tell Frank we said hi.
Yeah, we'll update the thing to be past their prime, and you can submit then. And we'll make updates, and check me out tomorrow, Nate Blackest. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.